live.
All right. Well, welcome back to Roll for Damage, everyone. This is our 7th session. We don't think we have much to announce. I think the one thing that's different about this session is we're actually Mal created new tokens for everyone, which is fun. They're actually like really cute, like chibi looking tokens, which is kind of fun. I will say it's a little off-settling to see Izukan look cute.
He's cute, okay?
That's my one critique.
He can be
He's
cute.
He was just a little guy.
He's
and
He was
massive.
just a little guy.
He's just
He's
a
not a
massive
little guy. Izukan
But
is the
he is
opposite of a little guy.
in my
What do you
heart.
mean?
He's a little guy.
In my heart of hearts, he's the littlest guy.
I
He's a
don't think
little guy.
I don't think your heart is canon.
I
in
think
all
about
fairness.
him as a little baby lizard guy, straight out of the egg.
Tim's just a little dude.
Just little.
You know, that did get me thinking. Are Dragonborns hatched? This is not something I've thought about. Like canonically,
I'm pretty
like the standard favorite
sure.
lore.
Depends on the one. Because I think whatchamacallits are the
I've always thought that.
I know Githyanki are.
yeah. No, I thought it was something where it was like trying to remember D&D world names is so hard.
Albier?
Yeah, where it was like specific.
After hatching, so yes.
Okay.
If you look at the Dragonborn thing, it says age, young Dragonborn grow quickly. They walk hours after hatching, which means eggs.
Eggs.
Which
That's
means
That means
are
you can make
some
some
cultures.
Dragonborn.
I was gonna say, are some cultures is that like a delicacy?
Dragonborn
Delicious.
is a delicacy.
Yeah. Anyways, we're getting into some interesting territory here.
It's like an ostrich egg.
Immediate tangent. We're not even a minute into the stream.
I mean,
Dude,
it's been-
Dragonborn come from eggs.
Oh my goodness! Yeah,
I'm so upset that you said delicacy. I'm sorry.
But he's right. It's the
I'm
worst
hurt.
thing. You
Yes,
know he's
exactly,
right.
I know. Just
I'm
like
wondering,
It's
is
ostrich.
massive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like, I don't know, or maybe there's like some Yuan Ti or Orcish cultures which, like, that's a thing for them.
I
don't
feel
know.
like
You
you-
get gourmets.
I feel like you wouldn't
or
even need
giant.
to
Like, it'd be
go.
giant. It'd probably be a giant thing.
Yeah, I feel like you
Yeah,
wouldn't even
yeah.
need to go like Yuan Ti and like the innately evil snake people.
Yeah, regular
100%
people
there's
would do
there's some like humans out there who are like, well, I mean, it's an
Mm.
egg.
It's not a person yet.
It's still in its embryonic stage.
Mm-hmm.
That's the funniest. That's
All
the
right.
funniest.
Horrible.
Well, where we last left off, you guys really just kind of further discussed what was happening with you all, and you had introduced Professor Angelina Gondula to your recent find, which was the long lost, pretty much tomb of the famous dwarven artist, Frodolangelo Stone Painter. As you kind of showed this to her, and I believe showed her like some of the what this entailed, like discovering the realm travel once again. There's definitely a push towards you, Juniper. If you didn't want to yourself, she was pretty much going to make you work on this because this is a huge find. You have since gathered in what was a cookie shop,
Mhm.
the Big Cookie Inn, I think is
Yep.
the name of it, if I recall.
So many cookies.
Yeah, the Big Cookie Inn, where you guys sat and discussed and kind of talked about next plans and what you should do moving forward. And at this stage, you have kind of decided and discussed with Baradoff that taking down this Valkyrie and is high importance. Havoc actually, with some of his street smarts, was able to ask around and actually pinpoint a probable location as to where this Valkyrie is hiding out at, and has informed you all. Where we last left you had just headed to the university, to the library, to learn a little bit more about Valkyries and what you may be able to do to fight them. And I think that the last final moment was Izukan, just that feeling of nervousness as you look at all these young folks. They're excited or driven to like kind of take on this foe, and you were the only one that was hit by it. And you know what you're up against, and no, it's no joke. So there is that uneasy feeling that's kind of building up inside.
Yeah, Izukan definitely feels like we are not ready, really and truthfully. If we were to put it into RPG terms, feels like we're a couple level behind for this main quest.
So you currently sit within the library of Stone Paint University. It is later in the afternoon, and the four of you sit. You have a table kind of picked out. Wave and Juniper, you have gone around collecting the books that you think might be of use and of help. Izukan and Havoc just kind of helping be
Hanging
set
out.
of eyes to go through things. And
Oh, no, Havoc 100% is just annoying people who get too close to Wave. Because Wave was talking about how the library isn't, you know, a quiet place for him anymore. So Havoc 100% isn't making it a quiet place, but, you know, is making sure nobody's bugging Wave besides himself.
yeah, okay, that's right. There was the note of how after Juniper and Wave, you kind of got back to the school. Word got out that you found something. They know it's something to do with. It's big. It's like a big dig, big project. And from their understanding, it has to do something with Frodo Angelo. And that's all. That's all people know, but people are asking questions, trying constantly at least. But Havoc kind of being the bodyguard that waits until the last moment where they're like right within striking distance to do anything.
Yeah, right. Do it.
100%
Please,
some people
please,
just trying
please.
to be nice and get to know Wave, and Havoc just being like,
Yeah, he's not actually. He's just going like. You see that same
Hand
young,
drawn bag rolling.
yeah. In fact, actually, that young gnomish freshman.
Oh no, not her.
Kind of.
Why does she keep
Poor
running
girl.
into us?
Poor girl.
It's a weekly occurrence where she's just like, I just gotta go to the.
Havoc, after like a few groups of people who have come over and tried to talk to Wave, you see her kind of approach tentatively.
I don't think Havoc was around for her.
there's a little bit of a shock because Havoc wasn't looking down.
No.
No, Havoc
Jump
did meet
scare.
her actually. When
she?
he
Oh, okay.
broke through the window when you guys were in the center
Okay,
courtyard,
yeah,
she was there.
Okay. I thought that she left before that, but she did. Okay, good. I was about to say she's about to get traumatized by two separate groups. Either.
Havoc, do you react when you see her approach?
I think she gets out a couple of words before Havoc cuts her off. And it's just like, hey, 3 feet back. Important work is happening right now.
Oh, sorry, I just...
You're 2.5. Step back. He just got his hand out.
She steps back a little bit, but her steps are not super far. So it's maybe only 3 inches.
Havoc does. Okay, good.
Havoc does.
Can I borrow that book?
Looks over, looks back, looks over, looks back, looks over. What am I supposed to do?
Which one is she pointing at?
She's pointing at just one of the multitude of books that you guys have out. It looks to be like a general history book.
Oh, if it's a general history book, then. Izuka will pick it up and just extend a arm.
Yeah. And she kind of takes it. Looks like she's trying to say thank you, but just like fear. And then just kind of shuffles away.
Izuka doesn't want to say anything because then he'd like probably make it worse. He doesn't want to say thank you because then it seemed like he's just like, oh.
Havoc turns around to everyone else. Just thumbs up. Big smile.
So, Wave and Juniper, you are the main ones who are like the researchers, the competent ones at least. So what is your methodology? What are you trying to look for? Because I think it was actually Izukan's idea to look and learn more about this Valkyrie as like a next step, or learn more about them and what you can expect, or
Yes, it was just learn more about them in general. We don't know anything about these things.
Juniper's first step in research is to find out like folklore or stories about the thing that she's looking for. Like common myths, legends surrounding it, maybe like what the general consensus is from like a not a layman's term, but like an average person's view.
Okay. So you're looking for more of like the folklore stories, getting more into like literature that isn't necessarily historical.
Yeah, like
but
fiction about Valkyries, like origin stories about Valkyries, whatever.
Yeah, and Wave, what would Wave's approach be?
Wave would kind of be looking more into the a bit of like the historical aspect of it, and it kind of like quote unquote like first or second person retellings of like meetings with these things, and also if there's any kind of book like it, any kind of like anatomical breakdown of Valkyries. It's kind of like their biological and historical aspects.
Okay. I would like Wave. I'll allow you to make a either in investigation or nature or medicine. I'll say investigation or medicine check. Juniper, I'll allow a investigation or I'm trying to think. Or history, I guess.
Okey-dokey.
Woo! Woo!
Wow.
Please roll 20. Okay. That's good enough.
That's my hit points.
That is your hit points, yes. It's funny how you can roll your hit points at this level. Later on, if you could roll your hit points, that's terrifying. Or it just means you.
Or you just have a negative con.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I
No.
lose 2 health every time I level up. No.
Yikes.
I wanted to have a character like that. I wanted them to die of a level up.
Damn.
That's my dream for D&D.
I'm stronger.
Why did you say that's my dream for D&D?
just legitimately you're playing a wizard who is like 106, but is level 2. So like, he's like, I can finally cast 2nd level spells. It's my foolish dream. I'm realizing it.
Dies of old age at level 4.
Has a heart attack.
Oh my god, there's too much magic.
Yeah.
Got a little too excited.
Yeah.
At the age of 106.
All right, Grandpa.
Juniper, as you look into some of these old stories about Valkyries, a lot of depending on how far back you go, they're written from two perspectives. When you look during the Age of Asgard, when he kind of ruled over everything, the stories about Valkyries were these stories of these just and beautiful warriors who would fly down from the heavens above and sweep up the souls of the worthy, bringing them back home to Asgard, where um, their spirits would become immortalized, and they would become worthy fighters. Um, you hear many stories kind of talking about um, just like children's tales about the battlefield and how the battle's not over um, for when you fall. For there's the second fight, there's the second life. Um, Spinning it in a very positive way. However, you get into what actually looks to be some old giants' tales, which actually describes the Valkyries a bit in a different light. Um, Describes them as these forces of death itself that rain down um, just uh, just the hells on their enemies. Um, you um, read stories of similar but told from a different light, more of like an abduction, um, and how they would pretty much almost be vultures of battlefields, flying high above the different warring fights and um, forcefully ripping the souls out of those who had fallen and bringing them to uh, a world beyond this one where they would be forever changed. And there is no peace in that afterlife. There is no warmth. There's no love. There's just battle. There's just war. There's just bloodshed. There's a few poems that um, act as omens against Valkyries. Um, Beware the eagle in the sky, for it is a monster on the ground. Stuff like that.
Hmm.
You don't come across much more than that. It's what you learn is there was either adoration or fear, but it is possible that that adoration is out of fear.
Hmm.
Wave, as you begin looking through the piles upon piles of books, you're looking more at the anatomical, like what is a Valkyrie. And the truth is that Valkyries seem to be, um, from your understanding, they're not angels. They are instead what appear to be probably closer to like demi angels, um, demi valor, which would be known as also known as Asimar. Um, Now, not every um, Asimar uh, is necessarily a Valkyrie. Honestly, the typically the more pure, like the closer you are to being angelic, um, the more likely you are to be a powerful Valkyrie. And um, from what you see, they're not completely angel, not completely human either, and are kind of like the best of both worlds. From what you kind of read, it seems that while angels are powerful and strong and fierce warriors, um, they lack a cunning edge that man has. There is something barbaric innately kind of within mankind themselves, um, that allows Valkyries to almost be, if honed, if put to an edge, if sharpened, makes a Valkyrie warrior more dangerous, more formidable than a standard angel. Now, as far as raw strength goes, maybe they're not as strong. I mean, they're never going to get as strong as like your incredibly powerful angels, like the ones who were creating entire species and realms. But they are formidable, quite formidable, more formidable than most anything that man could ever wish to be or achieve. As you look into them, it seems that you kind of look at their learning about their wings, as you had noticed last time that you weren't sure if they were real or more decorative armor. That there actually seems to be some controversy as to what the wings are actually made out of, if they're actually flesh or if they are a set of magical armor. The reason being is it doesn't seem like there's really been any situation where Valkyries have been killed and their bodies taken back alive to be studied. So there actually is a wide lack of information. And a lot of what you're finding is nothing recent. In fact, like, Valkyries haven't been seen in centuries, so most of this is labeled off as old folklore, old stories, kind of translated down, and the information you have is like in small margins, where Valkyries are referenced, and maybe you find a little bit of information here and there. But there seems to be a fundamental lacking of the big picture. However, as you begin to kind of sift through some of these books, you notice one there's one in particular that is pretty much a complete guide to the realm of Asgarand. It describes like the political structures, who works for who's allied with who. It kind of talks about the conflicts, who was more likely to win in certain fights, how their battle strategies had adapted and changed, like how giants were able to actually be a threat to dragons and vice versa. And it is a lot. But then you get to the section with Valkyries, where it kind of describes their tactics, their battle style, their threats, potential weaknesses. And just as you think you're going to get on something good, there is nothing there. And as you kind of skim the margins of the book, you can see it looks like there's pages missing from the spine.
Do they look like they've been recently
No, I'll say
torn
with the
out, or
27, the coloration shows that this is very long ago.
okay?
Like, not within the past few years, honestly.
All right.
So we know that there was kind of an active effort made to both suppress information on them and change public opinion.
The change in public opinion was pretty much after his fall and during the uprising, and since then, and it has portrayed Valkyries in a very negative light.
Is there like some kind of record within the library of like when books were put in the library, and like when they're like borrowed and rented out by
There would be.
when they're like checked out?
There'd be a stamp. This particular book, the one that you're looking at, looks to have been added to this library a good 80 years ago.
And I don't know if how much I can glean this, but the ripped out pages, they don't look like 80 years old. They look more like a handful.
I mean, still, like, based on like it's an old book, right? So it's getting like that yellow, and that center spine where those pages are looking out, you can show a fair amount of discoloration. Not as much as the rest of the pages, but enough where it's maybe half as much. So maybe this was ripped out 30, 40 years ago.
Is there a date insides, like with? I mean, the time.
Yeah, is there like a list of like is there somewhere you can go to find like a list of like the people who kind of checked it out in that like fifth decade? Like if the list is tremendously long,
They're gonna
we
remove
probably
it
won't bother.
Yeah. I mean, there's a list of people who have checked it out, but it honestly only goes back maybe the past 10 years before it's
Okay.
before like they remove it and put a new slip in.
Okay. Do we have any professors that focus on divination?
Do we have any professors that were alive back then?
There actually are some professors that focus on divination.
I mean, probably the fucking principal. He's a dwarf.
That is going to be Professor Valencia Hellam, who was actually Professor Angelina Gondula's instructor, who has been away the past few months due to she travels a lot, helping a bunch of other universities and locations kind of study or observe things. So she has not been in the area for quite some time.
Okay. We will like put that book off to like the side and like a pile of like he's collected a few more books just out of straight interest for like stuff to like check out and just like take back to his room in his spare time. He'll kind of put that book in that pile to hold on to.
I will say, Izukan, what are you doing during all this?
Izukan is gonna spend this time looking for giants' tales. Tales of like that giants would have put as like prophecies or just like random giants' tales and stuff like that. To see if there's any like random children's story or like just something that he might be able to attribute to him.
Okay. Make I'll say investigation or religion check.
Both of those are a +3, so we're gonna go with investigation. That's a 9.
9. You don't find much. The biggest, most simplest giant's tale to find is that about the world serpent. And that when it lets go of its tail, that it will signal the continuation of Ragnarok. However, there is some, you look in the story and there is some confusion as people claim to have met the great serpent or seen it, claiming that its mouth is not resting within its tail. Some believe there might be some translation between what it means for him to let go of his tail. It might mean breaking some sort of cycle, some sort of chain. Um, that is the big one, and that is a prophecy that there is a lot of theories on,
Okay.
including the idea of if Jormungandr was ever killed or were to lose like its length, like it'd be cut in half or something, it would signal. There's
The
a
start
lot
of Ragnarok.
yeah. There's a
Or the
lot
continuation.
of. That's the biggest giant tail.
Okay.
The next one after that has to do with Lyric, and the death of the beloved angel known as Kaya. That's the one with the arrow.
Yep.
Those are two that
Okay.
you've already really heard of.
Yeah. The second one I've already kind of heard of. The first one I've heard of as well. Okay. So nothing new. But that's what Izukan spends his time doing, is finding different giants' tales and reading them and just kind of seeing what they mean.
Yeah.
Especially considering the fact that it was a giant who mollywopped him not that long ago. So.
Yeah. And Havoc, are you just bothering
Havoc
people?
is just standing like maybe inches behind Wave, just arms crossed, just looking as just intimidating as possible, making both probably Wave feel uncomfortable and just everyone in the library. Because Havoc only kinda knows how to read.
What's Havoc's attention span?
I feel like Havoc is the kind of person to be like, I'm gonna do this. And then gets way too committed to something. But also is 100% brain wandering.
Yeah. As you're sitting there and Izukan, you're kind of pondering, thinking about, just can't find anything. Wave, you kind of come across this discovery, and Juniper, you as well. Just kind of what you've learned, and have a moment where you kind of all gotten through what was in front of you for now, where there's a pause and a break. If there's anything you want to discuss or try to a different angle.
Yeah, Wade will share like his findings. So, from what I've found, Valkyries are closer to ASMR than regular angels, and lots of historical accounts note them as, while not wielding like the full power of the divine, um, making up for it tenfold in their cunning. But most interesting, I found a kind of like this book detailing various different creatures, their strengths and weaknesses, and almost a century old. But it's missing the pages on Valkyries. They're torn out.
That's very convenient for the Valkyries.
I would ask Professor Helen, but they're not in town at the moment.
Havoc kind of snaps to attention and just like Jewel kind of was coming out of the side of his mouth.
What?
Okay, so I get it. All we gotta do is just be smarter than the Valkyrie, and then we can stab him.
Havoc, that's going to be very hard for you.
Nah, it's not. It's not gonna be hard at all. And Havoc just
It's gonna be hard
uncrosses
for
his
you.
arms.
Nuh-uh. What do you mean, nuh-uh?
Just uncrosses his arms and puts his hands on Wave's shoulders. Because I need to
Again,
do
like
the
the light
thinking.
fades out of Wave's eye. Starts nervously sweating.
Yeah, Havoc has just
Better
been
than usual.
standing directly behind Wave's chair the entire time.
Izukan,
What's up?
you would know, just as someone who's talking about like battle tactics and how to fight something, one of the easiest ways your clan learned to fight various things in the wilderness was to pretty much you know that in this world there exist certain innate elements in which different armors or elixirs can grant resistance to. Your clan was known for, especially going up against Remores, finding ways to, I mean, after a kill of a Remores, to then use its essence, its vitality to make elixirs that would help you fight the next one, giving resistance to its cold and fire abilities. And
Okay. From what I
your-
remember, the Valkyrie did necrotic.
you make a make an Arcana check for me, just as a your understanding of what that
11.
was. 11. I'll say you understand that what the Valkyrie was doing was not a standard element. It wasn't something like cold. It wasn't something like fire. It wasn't acid. It wasn't lightning. It was death itself. Like when you got hit by it, it wasn't poison. It was death itself rippling through your body. So yes, you
Okay.
would understand that is. You've never really had to deal with that feeling of necrosis running its way through your body, but once you felt it, you understand what that is. There's not a pain like it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, if we can, another thing that we could do is we could find. I don't know how you would make this potion, but something that I did back home, or we did back home a lot, was make potions to help with the next hunt or the next fight or whatever. Maybe we should do the same thing here. I don't know what potion that would be, or even what the potion would be for, but it did do a specific type of damage, and I felt it, and it was not fun. It was not something that I was able to easily resist to, unlike other things. Hit me with a mace and I can, take the blow of that. Hit me with a sword, so on and so forth. But with what she hit me with, it was...
Like the wind got knocked out of you?
It was more than the wind. That was the first time in a long time that I've been legitimately hit by something, and that surprised me.
What did it feel like? We honestly haven't really talked about this.
Death. Like, it just felt like my soul was leaving me.
What do you normally use for your potions?
Usually what we do is to deal with Remores, so fire and ice, resistance to both of those. But with this, that potion wouldn't work. It didn't feel like a standard element. It didn't feel like wave through a firebolt or something. No, this was the energy of death itself.
Was it
Was
kind
used to
like
hit
this? Wave will like conjure up his twin paradox spell, and two kind of little motes of like small dark concentrations of necrotic energy will kind of like swirl around his hands a bit.
Izukan will put his hand on yours just to feel it, because Izukan can't tell you by seeing it. He has to feel that sensation.
Hey, Wave, roll for damage.
Izukan can't tell by just seeing.
It's only a D4, and I rolled minimum, so it's only 1.
So 1 damage.
Yeah,
It's
similar
a
to that.
pinch. It's a pinch, but it's a flashback of like, oh yeah, that was
It's
that. But tenfold.
It's a very familiar pinch or twinge. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was way stronger than that, but yeah, that was it. And it seemed like her every swing was like this, not just, one off. Oh, I'm able to do this cool thing like we can, where we have these one off things. But for her, it was every swing. She only swung once or hit me with one attack, but
When fighting remorse, like, what do you use to make the potion? Do you use remorse?
mostly their blood.
Oh.
We use the blood of remoras to hunt other remoras. Yes, I know, but that's how it works. No, we're not using the blood of a Valkyrie to make potions for Valkyries.
No, I got something close.
We can't.
What do you mean?
A zombie ghost.
Close? A zombie? Fair.
I mean, they're all over the city. I know where a couple are.
Fair.
You think that would work?
I could also ask some of the professors about making a potion to pacify the effects of necrotic damage.
That's fair. I would prefer to do that before we
Kidnap.
Say that, making a potion out of ghosts will help us.
Ghost potion.
Maybe ASMR blood, since, at least from my readings, Valkyries are primarily...
That's actually a good thought.
Where we'd find a willing ASMR to donate blood?
Especially enough blood for 4 potions?
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want this to be a thing where we go in half-assed and only I have a potion of resistance while everybody else is kind of just like, I hope she doesn't hit me.
I still hope she doesn't hit me.
I mean, fair, but also I'd like to be prepared for everybody to take the hit instead of everybody just kind of hoping she doesn't take a swing at you.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure you would much prefer it if you were resistant to that damage when you got hit by it rather than non-resistant.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll ask about that for sure then.
Guess we just go find a teacher who's an alchemist?
Probably, yeah.
Havoc just looking at the 2 students.
Don't mind me looking through the professor's list.
Yeah.
As far as professors that you guys are super familiar with, potion making is not a super common elective.
Yeah.
The ones that you do make, I mean, you would have probably like, it depends. Basic healing potions, you might have a rudimentary understanding of making. Anything more than that, you do understand the whole process of. Potions are very much so like antidotes. You have to find a substance that inhibits the quality in which you are trying to protect yourself against, or in which you are trying to amplify. And it depends on some of the other ingredients that you put in, what that turns into. For example, like a potion of fire breath might actually use the same base ingredients in which a potion of fire resistance uses. It's just the way in which that's twisted that will change its effects. I'm gonna say the professor who probably would know the most about that and would teach it would be Professor Erlen Milt.
Oh, brother.
I knew it. I want to say that Juniper. I was reading this thing, and she would absolutely always vouch for him. She would be like, "No, he's like the best, like the sweetest professor in the entire world." I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I feel like he's not the sweetest professor in the entire world.
Gassing up Erlen, and like Wave is just like, there's only so much of Erlen I can take a day, despite evocation being like Wave's primary study.
You head to his office.
Unfortunately, I guess.
Yeah. You guys head over to Professor Erlen's office. And as you kind of get there, you can see what sounds to be like the crackling of spell energy and him shouting, "Whoa!
What he's up to?
Whoa! Oh dear! Get down from there! Or not? You knock and come in. And as you enter, you can see his room is quite large. It seems to be like one of the he has like an entire tower, like off the corner of the school where it just like stairs go up. He has all sorts of bookshelves around, large table, all sorts of spell components, and you can see currently, he's got a cat that is flying through the air, and just like running into stuff, knocking things over, glass shattering, potions falling on the ground, paper scattering, and he just kind of turns to you. Good afternoon, students. Don't mind. He's I asked him to grab a book for me. I thought it'd be easier than walking up myself, and he's having too much fun with it. How can I help you?
Just like not knowing what anything about how to make a potion. It's just gonna be like, we need things for potions.
Oh, potions, yes. I looks around the tattered
That's
room.
not very...
Professor Milt, do you know of any potions that would give person resistance to necrotic damage?
Oh, yes. I mean, yeah, of course. Of course. I don't, keep them on hand. It's a very novel, obscure thing. I would check. An old friend of mine has a shop down in town. You can maybe check her out. Her name is Glitzy. Yeah. She's got a nice shop. I don't remember what it's called, but it's very nice. Lots of stuff.
What was her name?
Glitzy.
Glitzy.
What
So
area
I
of
meant to
town
say
is that?
Glizzy.
Lizzie.
Joss, I know you're thinking the same thing.
I was too. Don't worry.
Okay, we're all on the same page.
Jacob's so disappointed in us right now.
You can't put a word that close to Glizzy
Why
and
not?
not expect my pea brain to connect those two things.
My
Sure,
12-year-old
yeah,
brain to go,
Glizzies.
Glizzy.
Glizzy.
You know, it'd be worse
Sorry.
if Glitzy
Please.
is a goblin.
Glitzy goblin. She wasn't.
She
She
is.
is now.
I can remedy that.
I can fix that.
It's a-
Classic statement if I can fix her.
I can fix her by making her a goblin. That's so real.
Um,
Okay.
yeah.
You don't remember the name of the shop?
We're like, what area town it is in?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's easy. It's right in Emerald Village, just down the street.
Perfect.
Is that really down the street?
Not that far, like a block and a half away. She's quite close. We do business with her quite frequently. I get supplies from her when I need things for my classes that I can't find myself.
Havoc's amazing at these. Can I do a little bit of a history check to see if Havoc has passed by the shop before?
Yeah, make a history.
Has shoveled their roof before.
That's a 16.
Oh,
You
Minus
actually
2 to that.
You haven't really been inside, and their wares have usually been out of your pay grade. But you're pretty sure they're referencing a shop known as the Blissful Blizzard.
Oh, obviously. I know where we're going. I got it. Smacks his hands together. There's a little bit of, like a little crackle of fire.
Right. Well, I'm sorry I didn't have the things you needed.
No, you gave us some very, very good information, Professor. Thank you so much.
And be careful, though. You're dealing with something where you need the chronic resistance. That doesn't sound too pleasant.
No, it's
I wouldn't
No.
want to get involved. I want my hands away, you know?
Say,
I agree.
Professor, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
Too old for this life.
I hate that I was about to say too old. God damn it!
I should have died eons ago, but here I stand.
Eons, you say? Do you remember who checked out this book around this time?
Woman, I can't even remember the name of the store of a woman which I'm friends with.
I do regular business. I thought it was worth a try.
Look, I'll be honest. Humans weren't meant to live as long as I have.
Mm-hmm.
Havoc looks over. He doesn't look a day over 40.
I'm
Oh,
way
this
more
is
than
stupid.
40, young buck.
He's gotten real familiar real quick.
You also said he doesn't look a day over 40 real quick.
Mhm.
And as a reminder of what this man looks like, he's the classic, really old wizard, big long beard, huge hat, like huge pointed hat, wizard's robes.
90% hat,
Yeah, 90% hat.
10% beard, 0% anything else.
Yeah.
No. There's got to be 10% for orb.
Yeah, there is a crystal orb in the center of the room. Yeah.
Well,
And I
that's
think there
for
has to be
pondering,
room for. There has to be 30% crazy in there as well.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay, so
Oh,
140%.
Yeah. Well, it was nice seeing you all. Wave. How's your studies on Mace Splinter gone?
We're not.
He's. I don't have him anymore. Well, I'm sorry.
But you don't have him any. What happened? You lose it?
What is he?
I mean,
No,
I
I
understand.
didn't-
I lose my wallet frequently.
I just gave him to someone else.
Oh, I mean, you should have told the school. We need to register that.
Oh, yeah, that's on me. I will go out of this room and do that immediately.
You know, for some reason, Wave, I don't really trust you, but I don't care enough to do anything about it. wasn't
Thank you,
harassing you about it. It
Professor.
was more so just an observation of breach of protocol.
I will get that done immediately. Don't worry about it.
I won't worry at
I'm
all. I
sorry.
don't
Havoc
really care.
leans in over Wave and is like, Wave, I feel like you're good. It seems like this guy has tenure. I don't think he really cares.
Wave will
Right,
like swallow and like nod his head. Start to like shuffle to the door.
Well,
What
you
did
guys
I-
have a good one. Thanks for
Yes.
coming by. I haven't had company in 3 days.
You haven't had classes for 3 days?
No, I had classes, but no one comes to visit me.
Oh. Well, I've been busy. I'll come and see you soon.
I would love that. All right,
Serious-
bye-bye now.
As soon as we get out the door, Havoc's like, Juniper, I feel like you're not gonna come see him in a few days.
Well, I didn't say when I would go see him.
'Cause I feel like we may or may not be, like, leaving relatively soon.
He probably won't remember.
Wave's
Just the
having like a
saddest
mini
old
kind of
man.
like freak out that he did forget to register that the mage splinter is in someone else's name. Slightly worried that he's gonna get like an infraction.
Also, just to remember, who has Mage Splinter
I'm
now?
gonna call him.
I think Izukan does.
Yeah. Right?
Izukan was holding it last
Yeah,
I
Izukan was the
remember.
last one to hold it, but who is using Mage Splinter now is the real question.
Is anyone attuned to it?
I don't think so.
Because Mage Splinter is useful. Somebody should attune to it.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Is Izukan going to use Mage Splinter? Brian, we can't hear you.
Izukan will attune to it.
Okay.
Do you want that voice in your head?
No, not really, but somebody needs it.
Need is a strong word.
Well, someone needs the voice in their head, not necessarily the abilities.
Other way around. Somebody needs the abilities, not the voice in their head.
Yeah, I'm going to share this with you. I'll share this with everyone so everyone can see it then. You pretty much already know how it works, but just as a reminder. Yeah. So, Havoc, you then lead everyone out through town and to a place known as the Blissful Blizzard. As you approach, you can see what looks to be a large open window. All sorts of weapons and trinkets kind of sit on display in front of the shop window.
Actually, as we're approaching, Havoc is going to say to Izukan, Hey, Izukan, this place is really pricey. So do you think we might be able to just get away with, like, buying the ingredients to make a potion of necrotic resistance? Like, if they have the stuff.
No.
Alright.
Unless I'm proficient in alchemist tools. Which I don't think I am.
We could ask the professor to brew it for us if we got the ingredients.
True.
Just a second.
I did spend most of my money on cookies. So that is, you know.
Fair.
Oh, that's right. Okay, never mind. I do have proficiency with alchemist tools. I forgot to put in my fucking backgrounds yet. I do have proficiency in alchemist tools. So yes,
Cool.
we can.
Do we know the components that we need from here?
No.
I figure that's something we'd figure out.
Does she sell potions here, or is it just a component?
I mean, you look and look as you approach the doors, you can see this looks to just be like a full-blown like magic item shop. You can see there does appear to be a line of potions out front with some prices, including healing potions of standard and greater and superior variety. You also see shields, weapons, armors kind of on display. And you look in, and the store seems to keep going.
You think that Valkyrie's gonna have any money on her?
Probably.
I'm gonna loot a corpse.
That's a good idea.
Ooh, actually, you think her wings will be worth anything?
Well,
Maybe.
you know, Wave was saying that there have been no recorded cases of possible autopsy. You know, we could see what's going on inside.
Oh, so like the corpse itself will be valuable. Oh,
For research purposes, yes.
Yes.
cool. Probably sell it to the school.
Hey guys, you want to buy a body?
It's really, really cool, I promise.
Hey kid, you want to see a dead body?
Oh wow.
Does she have a necrotic potion on sale?
Yeah, I guess we
You
just
have
walk
walked
in.
in.
Yeah, you just go in.
As you step in, it seems like a fairly normal shop. There's some faint music kind of playing in the background, but it is interrupted by Havoc. As you kind of step through, there's a rush as two small children, Darkfoot, Deep Gnome, that stand maybe like 1.5 feet tall, rush by your feet giggling. And you can hear from the back, Bamble, come on, get back here.
Bamble.
Bramble.
It's Bim and Bamble.
So cute.
Can only refer to them
Bamble.
as a group.
Bim and Bamble.
Oh my goodness, these kids. And you can see her kind of look up. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize anyone was here. And you can see a middle-aged Darkfoot Deep Gnome woman, short-cut, blackish, almost silverish hair. She's got all sorts of jewelry and necklaces, rings, as well as what look to be just all sorts of straps and belts in which she has different component pouches kind of all around her. And you can see in her hands currently is a toddler, like a child that she is feeding a bottle to. Oh, please come in. Can I help you find anything today?
Yes. We're looking for the ingredients to make a potion of, you called it necrotic? Yeah, necrotic resistance.
Or just the potions if you have any.
Fair, depending on the price. We are working on a bit of a budget.
Okay, let me see what I can find. Just give me a quick moment. Let me set her down. Real quick. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry.
You're okay.
No, take
Bamble! Get your hands out of the healing potions.
No.
very Bim and Bamble thing to do.
Yeah.
Mm.
She kind of retreats into the back room for a moment, and the
Back
two
room.
small children just kind of walk up to you. And you can see the one has like these wide eyes and this very toothish grin. And Havoc, they look at you. They
Havoc
poke
it-
you.
Havoc is- I'm it!
And they
Havoc's-
start running.
Havoc starts chasing them immediately.
You start chasing them around, and the woman comes back, and she's like, "In the back, please. We have guests." Oh,
But I'm still it.
Isakon gives Havoc a stare of like, you're not playing chase with kids in a store we haven't bought anything from yet. I'm not
Didn't
trying to
break
get kicked out of the
anything.
store.
And besides, they were enjoying it. He ruffles Bam's head. You're it.
Yeah, you're enjoying it.
She kind of looks at you guys as the kids retreat. I'm so sorry. My name's Glitzy. Welcome to the Blissful Blizzard. I got pretty much everything an adventure needs. Except right now, the potion you want. My husband was due to be back a while ago. He's an adventurer. I kind of sell a lot of his wares. I used to be too. Then he left me with 5 kids. So, you know.
Kids?
Yeah, the other 2 are at school right now.
Damn.
Other two.
You know, someone's got to raise the kids. Well, he
Yes,
goes
I
and kills dragons and beats up bandits.
feel like those are 2 separate tiers of adventuring.
Yeah.
These-
I
You
had
can
my days of
qualify
fun.
for multiple.
No, but I feel like if you,
Havoc, you might not, but you can qualify for multiple.
I feel like if you like are at the rate where you can beat up dragons, beating up bandits is kind of just like rude and mean to them.
I mean,
They're also bandits.
you gotta practice somehow.
Yeah, I suppose.
I guess. Okay.
Anyhow, you all adventurers.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh huh.
So
No.
I can help get you what.
Shut up,
Uh-huh.
Snow Snubbler.
How about this? I don't have what you need,
Mhm.
but I can point you in the right direction.
Okay.
And better yet, you get me a little bit extra, and I'll make it for free for you. I have pretty much everything you need, just not the base ingredients.
Which would
I'm used to
be-
making a lot of fire resistance, cold resistance, just out here in this area. Mostly cold.
Fair.
Necrotic's a bit of an interesting one. Don't come across it a lot. Really, what I'm going to need is something big that has a lot of death juices in it, or something smaller that has a whole hell of a lot of death juices in it.
Havoc looks at everyone like a zombie ghost.
Damn.
It depends how strong that zombie ghost is.
Like a eternally walking undead who can never actually die.
Yeah, that'd be good. I've got one that I know of, but if you got another, that works too.
Havoc has the realization of like maybe I shouldn't tell this lady that there's a bunch of undead drones walking throughout the city, and bites his tongue.
That's probably a good idea.
What's the one that you know?
Well,
So forced.
Sorry. Well, what I do know is you probably know that the local school, their symbol is a banshee.
Mhm.
There's a reason for that.
Is
We're
there a
known to
Banshee
have.
nearby?
There is, yeah. She's been around for a while. Kind of one of those keeps coming back no matter how much you kill her kind of deal. So she's kind of a, how do I put it, angry spirit to her. So yeah, she's not the most difficult thing to fight. You guys can probably handle it. You look tough, except you. She looks at you, Wave.
Yeah, Wave is in his nervous sweat mode.
I'm assuming you're a wizard or a
Yeah.
sorcerer. You don't look like the sorcerer type. Sorcerers usually have more self-esteem. You seem to have a net 0.
Oh my god.
I practice spells
What are
in
you
the
talking
arcane
about?
manner.
This is the toughest one here.
You're the sorcerer. Close to it.
Ah.
Do me. She starts jumping around and
I'm guessing you're light on your feet.
stretching.
I'm guessing fighter or martial artist.
Hacha.
And you, I mean, we both know what you are.
I wasn't gonna ask.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
I wasn't gonna ask. It's pretty
Hey, look,
cut and dry.
honey, from one wizard to another, you just gotta believe in yourself.
Aw.
Even just a little bit. But it helps.
Thank you.
You hear something shatter in the back room. Damn those kids.
You should
Ground him out.
go handle that.
Good luck.
Yeah, here, 1 second. I'll get you some of the info. I make a run to see her every once in a while. I'll kind of give you more details in a moment. You see she goes back in the back door and starts yelling a bit, and yeah.
Punching is crazy.
Well, there's several of them, so you know.
Come get your whooping.
You just have to do like a hurricane spin and just.
No, she just mastered the pimp hand.
Yeah.
She comes back out after a moment. She has a bit of an older map. All right, so this is what you're looking for. So this is a Banshee I like to call Miss Screamy. That's not her actual name, but she does it a lot. Kind of have a worse temper tantrum than my oldest. I hope that by the time they're all grown and old, that someone gives them a wake-up call. Regardless, this Banshee's name is Zarna. Zarna is a tempered soul. She's best way to put it, power hungry, as most Banshees are, loves her secrets. Anything you can do to her to convince her to let you close, let you in, that's a win. The one thing I will say, she is immortal. You kill her, she's gonna come back. But she's been killed enough times that she doesn't stray far. So pretty much the only time you'd have to have worries if you travel too far into her territory again. But you how to put it? I've got a certain, say, apparatus that you're gonna need. Problem is, as a Banshee, if you kill her, she's gonna dissipate. the amount of dark juices you're going to be able to gather is going to be a little less than you'd want. So you're going to have to make sure she stays materialized long enough to gather what you need.
Get the juice
Before
while
you-
she's still alive. Okay.
Yeah, before you let her kick the bucket. Now, the more you siphon her off, the weaker she should get, so it should be a little bit more manageable the further in the fight you get. But I'll warn you, you don't want to look at her, and you don't want to hear her scream. If you can avoid those two things, you should be okay.
Waiting to see the apparatus, and it's just a giant syringe.
She does actually pull it out. I've given this to a few adventurers before. It's the best way to get a lot of material for necrotic resistance. I've done it myself before, but the more you murder someone, the harder it is for them to not send all their minions at you the instant you step foot near their territory. So it's just a little harder of a trip for me to take at this point. Been killing her for about 12 years now. Yeah.
It really is a dungeon boss. Wait for the dungeon reset, come back. Wait for the dungeon to reset, come back. Farming those materials.
But here it
Gotta
is,
get
and
the
she
best rate
pulls out.
drops.
She pulls out what seems to be like this radiant crystal that seems to be embedded in like this weird claw like device that looks like it like wrap around a chest. It's fairly small, so you're gonna shove this into her, preferably around the chest center mass, and then what you're gonna want is you are gonna want to use these. And she pulls out syringes, and she gives you 5 of them. Each of these syringes is good for a few potions. I'm pretty much asking you to fill as many as you can. If you can get all 5, great. But for you all, you're only going to need, for both of you, for all of you, do you need more than just 4?
I think so.
We need 4 for now.
I mean,
Alright.
We might need more later, but yeah.
Well, each of these syringes can do about 5.
Okay, so we only need 1 syringe, but you would like more syringes for the purpose of making more.
Exactly, yeah. And I'll
Okay.
make the potions for free. All the other components involved I'll acquire myself. I've got most of them. But
so what was her actual name? Not Miss Screamy.
Zarina.
Zarina.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Zarina. Cracks his fingers.
Yeah, you'll find there's a reason that our school, the local school, is the will is everything. You'll find she has a very strong desire to not die. It's the reason she keeps being reborn. She is a formidable beast, so be careful.
Oh, accepting is this Banshee to just talk for a bit.
Oh, if you're new, if you've never encountered her before, she wants to sap all the info you got. Any artifacts you got, you might be able to tempt her with. If you got anything shiny on you, any secrets, arcane lore, she eats that up. If you can promise her something valuable to get a conversation with her, she'll at least let you get within talking distance. She is going to have, we call them wisps. They're going to lead you to her, and she speaks through them. So if once you start seeing the glowy kind of death orbs, that's her.
So, when you say she wants information, like any information, like does she have any particular interests? Right? Like maybe
Oh, I mean,
old things, like stuff from happened during Ragnarok information.
I'm honestly probably knows it. Don't know.
But what if she doesn't?
Potentially. I mean, whatever
Okay.
you got, whatever you can use to convince her, do what you can. She old though, really, really old. Um, we're talking elven old.
I wonder if we could barter information with her.
See Havoc shudder at the word elven. Elven.
Yeah. I mean, Banshees
Not even
are just.
shudder.
Old
It's
face. Mm.
just like his
Hmm.
mouth just kind of goes. "Mm."
I mean, Banshees are just evil dead elves whose spirits can't
Fair.
die. So I don't know when that elf is from, but they've been trapped out here in the snow for as long as me and my husband can remember.
Mm.
We settled down here a good 20 years ago. Yeah. So,
Well, thank you.
Haddock's gonna
Is
take
there-
2 of the syringes, put them in his pockets. Izukan, take the orb thing and 1 syringe. And Juniper,
and
you take the other 2. Wave.
remember, I'd
Syringe.
recommend blindfolding yourself and also deafening yourself.
Right.
Or one or the other. I'd recommend deafening over anything else. Her sight can be a bit freaky. First time you see it might give you the chills. Might even take some years off your hide. But yeah, her shriek. How do I put it? It has the ability to make the soul jump out of you.
It's not good when that does happen. Soul
Yeah.
should be on the inside.
Yep. If you want to, I can. You know what? I'll help you out. You don't have like a cleric or anything with you?
No.
All right. Here's what I'll do. She rummages around, goes over to a bookcase where there's a bunch of drawers, pulls out one, flips through, and then pulls out what looks to be a folded up piece of paper and hands it to you. Silent spell. Might be wise to cast that early on. But just be aware you won't be able to cast half of your spells in there, so just be mindful of that.
This is for if things break down.
I would recommend not letting her scream.
Not letting her scream.
Don't worry,
She
we got a
doesn't-
bunch of
Oh.
juicy information. This isn't
Yeah.
gonna go. This isn't even gonna come to a fight.
Well, if you die, please don't. I kind of need that apparatus back.
Stop.
I don't plan on it.
Yeah, I don't think.
Well, your friend instills within me great fear of your survival.
Well, you've got
What are you
the
talking about?
3 of us looking after him. Fine.
He's this. He's.
We're gonna trade cool information for juice. It'll be fine.
I don't know if she'll be so willing to do that.
And if not, then we have the silence spell, and then we'll take the juice.
I hope you all do fine.
It'll be fine.
That's what Richard said. Richard was our barbarian.
Is he dead now?
Well, let's just say there's some things that rage can't stop.
Interesting.
Like a cannon.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. That tracks.
Well,
He's fine.
Wave's gonna look at the
He's
party.
just in an old folks' home now.
Wave's gonna look at the party. I just want to let you guys know. If I can't speak, I'm useless.
don't worry. No. Wave, you're gonna cast silence on the Banshee, not yourself.
I just wanted to let you know if it's on her and she's near me. I'm like a civilian.
Wave, there's a reason why you don't have any of the syringes. Because you're gonna stay in the trees.
I'm like a civilian.
I like that.
I don't know.
He is a civilian. He's not like a civilian.
He is. He really is.
You might as
Like
well
a
be.
civilian.
Yeah, I'd like to imagine that was Wave pulling out his spell book and going verbal.
That was-
verbal.
That was Josh doing.
That's what Josh
That was
is
what
doing, I
I'm
know,
like-
but the entire time Wave hasn't been talking is because Wave's been behind us going, I wonder, do I have any verbal, fuck. Yeah. Close his book. I'm useless.
Truly.
I love thinking of us as like the president's bodyguard. Like we're all just
Mr. President.
so
Mr.
I
President.
will say the day kind of is coming to a bit of a close. And the
Whoa.
map she gives you seems to show that this Banshee is a good few miles outside of the city.
Before we go, I just want to say, I feel like we would, just for funny RP thing, we would play the. Have you ever played the Mr. President game? You you designate one of your friends as the president, and whenever somebody says, "Mr. President, get down," somebody has to tackle
Yes.
Get down,
the
Mr. President.
and get
Well,
them up
our
to the
thing
ground.
is, we all start putting our fingers to our ear like we got comms, and the last person to do that is the president.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Get down, Mr.
For
President.
me and my friends, it was a very brutal game because we football tackled each other. Get down, Mr. President!
See, we didn't have to play that game. We just tackled each other for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You
I have a
also
say it
quite a
out
few
the
of you
words.
were wrestlers. Quite a few of you were wrestlers as well.
I was the only wrestler.
Okay,
Josh was just
Large.
Josh.
yeah.
Tall.
Damn.
And you could say that about either of the Joshes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, as you guys kind of leave the building and kind of look at this new mission you have as part of getting these potions, that is where we're going to take a 15-minute break.
I don't know. Shit. we're back, kind of.
All right. Yeah, we're still waiting on Josh, but we were just talking about Baldur's Gate. Mal hasn't played yet. She's getting it for when it comes out on the PS4. And Josh is getting it. He's waiting for his new CPU, which is due later
Josh
today.
It should.
Hopefully.
Well, so the thing is, originally it was supposed to be here Monday, and then, you know, shipping is shipping is.
Since our last stream, I beat the game, and I've started my second playthrough. I'm doing a villains playthrough where I'm completely embracing the tadpole. I think my mentality. I'm also doing Dark Urge. Yeah.
Sure.
So my entire mentality is I'm just giving in, and I'm just like whenever I have the choice to kill anyone, I do.
So you know what's interesting about Dark Urge is that there is a hidden mechanic with it, where the more you try to resist, the harder it becomes to resist.
Interesting.
Basically, every time you make a decision that does not like go into that Dark Urge kind of like be a bobini, right? It ups a difficulty check. That there's like a secret save that the game is making. If you fail that save, it chooses for you.
Interesting.
So like the classic one that people have seen online is the one where like you kick the squirrel.
The squirrel, yeah. For me, when I didn't even get the choice. I expected there to be one, and I didn't get it.
Yeah, you just kick it, right? If you're playing Dark Urge.
In the beginning of the game, I actually did resist it a little bit. I was like, oh, this person just woke up. They don't know who they are. They're resisting a little. And then when I got to the Gale scene, I was just like, I think at this point, I didn't know that it would just happen. And I was like, oh, yeah, this is where we can start to like go down this path. Like they start thinking about it. But then they actually
It's the same thing for me. It was the same thing for me with Gale. I was playing a Dark Age. I was like, yeah, we're just gonna think. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Which like I think, which I find really interesting because it doesn't tell you that that's a mechanic in there. But for me, I think the more if I play Dark Urge, I would be trying to resist it as much as possible just to see when the game takes away my decision, just to say, no, you're going to be insane.
Yeah. I was thinking about that. That would be interesting.
Also, Josh, you're still muted. Just a little nod.
I think I think Brian, Seth, Josh, and I are planning to do a playthrough of it. Because Mal, unfortunately, cross-platform isn't a thing.
I feel like it has to be a thing soon. Like
maybe someone might make
Larian, probably.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Larian might. They do have cross saves.
Yeah, that's what I saw yesterday.
Yeah.
The only reason I can't get it on PC is because I don't have a good enough PC. Also.
PC can't handle it.
Yeah.
PC would be screaming at you the entire time.
What are the minimum setting? Like I just don't know what the minimum requirements are for it.
I know that I'm pushing it.
Yeah, I know that I am not able to meet them
at
their minimum.
Like, Josh, when did we build our computers? Was it 6 years ago?
It was sophomore year high school, so that's more than 6 years ago. At this point, it was like early. I think it's the closest.
My computer's old. I updated the processor when COVID hit because I needed my computer to be able to handle Adobe stuff. And I needed Windows 10 for some applications that I was required to have for classes, which is kind of annoying that I had to pay money to upgrade my computer to take a class. Like, I feel like the school should have reimbursed me.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Fair.
Because I was never told, like, when I registered for the class, like, if it was just like a general expense, like, sure. But since COVID hit, and then we were home and I couldn't use the school computers anymore, that was annoying.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
But also, why would they reimburse you for things when they
Oh,
could
that's
just
right. That means
squeeze
we're
more
losing
money
money.
out of you? Yeah.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
completely forgot that. Like, why would they do that?
Mhm.
That makes zero sense. You're so right, Seth.
Yeah. Obviously.
Anyways,
Mhm.
where we last left off, you guys have just been given information on a Banshee, in which, to all fairness, you don't necessarily have to go after it. Although it definitely seems like it is your best bet for getting what you need. Um, the map in which they have for you is tattered and old. Um, looks to be um, like a 10, 15-year-old map. Where it kind of shows a what looks to be a cave kind of nestled in the southern region of Frodea near what looks to be a small glacier.
Last I checked, it was getting kind of late today, right?
It was, yes.
Yes.
So at this point, it's like early evening. And this seems to be a good 6 or 7 miles outside the city walls.
Havoc's gonna stretch like he's getting ready for sleep. Okay. He's just gonna point kind of generally at the map, like kind of towards the edge of the city, like where it would be meeting with woods. Let's meet up there tomorrow morning. Ah. Ah. And then proceeds to just wander off.
Can we see this man?
I don't have an exact map. I mean, I can show you on our larger general map
Mm-mm.
like, where this would be,
Yes.
which I will provide to you now. Let me. Oh yeah, we're here. You guys can see if I ping it. Unfortunately, our audience can't necessarily. It's gonna be down here. There's like a smaller glacier in this forest. Although, let me double check. I think I might have this set up. I do. I'm gonna include a link in the chat. Oh wait, no, I don't have it set up yet. That's annoying. I'm currently working on like a way to quickly share images and reference stuff. But it's kind of been like a background project I've been working on. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't have this map all shared yet. Damn. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know, Seth, if you can at any point get that on screen. Could you switch to battle map?
Yeah, I could just switch to the battle map.
Okay.
Just do 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 do.
Are we switched?
It's still going through the Yep.
Okay. So down here is kind of where you're looking. So each of these hexes are 25 miles. So it's a good few. Oh, that's snapping. So it's a good few miles down here, right at the edge of the forest. Down here at the bottom of the Infrodea.
Yeah.
So that's where you guys are looking to go right now.
Okay.
So yeah. So if you all kind of take your long rest, Izukan, you recover that 1 hit point you lost from sapping sting.
Yep.
Man.
Big damage.
Big damage.
And Wave, as you kind of study this scroll, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure silence is a spell that wizards.
Yeah, it's a
wizards
wizard
can't
spell.
learn. It's actually not.
It's not a wizard spell.
No, it's Bard, Cleric, and Ranger.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is fascinating. I would think it was.
Yeah, so
Um,
let's say it's darkness instead.
Yeah, but Wave, you kind of study the spell, kind of preparing yourself to be able to cast it. And while it's not, I like the idea that spellcasters are better with spell scrolls than non-casters. So I think my solution to it is simply the DC will just be a touch higher for you to cast this Wave than it would be for like a cleric. But you are still capable of casting it, like looking through, reading the incantations.
Havoc can cast it.
Can you?
Yeah, it's on the battle mage list.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can give it the Havoc then, because you're gonna be up close and personal anyways, and since that needs to be casted on her, that means I don't have to worry about getting within like an effective range.
Yeah.
Civilian after all.
All right. Yeah, I was gonna ask if it was on the battle mage spell list, but I wasn't certain.
Yeah, I thought it was because it was on the cleric list, and I did grab a couple of cleric spells to be like specifically for like angelic soul battle mages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So you guys take your long rest and remind me where you meet up in the morning.
Which I think we're literally just meeting up on the southern edge of the city.
Okay. Yeah.
Just have truly it is Havoc has just is standing somewhere expecting everyone else to show up.
Yeah. So this is actually the same path that Izukan you took out from the Masons district, kind of going out around the quarry, is the same stretch of land that you are taking once again. And actually, Havoc, this is going to be out near the woods where you kind of got yourself lost that one night.
Yeah.
So in that same general vicinity. As you all kind of gather up in the morning, it's fairly early. It's not snowing today, but it's overcast, and there is definitely wind that's just kind of blowing snow up into the air and in your face. It may as well be snowing at this point. But you all kind of meet up and prepare. What does everyone like attire look like?
I mean, Havoc is same as always. He's got his coat on. He looks like he should be way colder than he should be because it is like, you know, like a warm weather coat. So like, it is essentially a pirate jacket, but not quite. You know, it doesn't have like all the jingle jangly stuff that like a pirate jacket's much more sleeker. But you know, just a t-shirt on underneath of it. Man's should be freezing right now.
I mean, Juniper's in her gym outfit. This is a hike. She's got shorts on, got a tank top on.
Izukan, I'm assuming, is in his normal furs.
Izukan, when we were mostly in the city, wouldn't have been in like full furs and full gear, like wouldn't have had the shoulder and like the bow and everything, right? He would have mostly had like the waistcloth, right? But now that we're actually leaving the city, Izukan is in full garb and has his bow and everything.
And what about Wave?
Wave has his snow boots, his snow bib, his snow coat, his snow hat, his snow scarf, and his snow mittens.
Wave is
Goggles also, maybe?
Wave is
He
just
has
like
he has like a pair of
little
glasses
dude.
for like the cold that are like fog resistant.
I
They're a
just have
little
this
they're a
mental
little
image
like
of,
chunkier.
Wave
You
is,
really
I
can't
love
see
that.
anything about him except his eyes.
Yeah, I
I love
imagine
I
him.
love that everybody else is like normal, kind of not normal whatsoever for this weather, and then Wave is completely normal for this weather.
I'm imagining Wave
Imagining
looks like a character.
Marshmallow.
I'm imagining a character from South Park, like that short, stocky size, and just like
yeah.
So,
Guys,
my mom said I couldn't go outside unless I was bundled up.
Wave is literally has to waddle like a penguin.
Can't put his arms down all the way either.
Yeah, Wave's bundled up, real nice.
yeah. You are warm. You are toasty.
Mm-hmm.
You are the second most toasty person here. Yeah, you guys all
Wave does
gathered
has
up and
like
you
a
see-
book bag with some spare like like mittens and scarves and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Just
He won't say
Just in
anything
case
about it
something
unless someone
happens.
unless someone like mentions that they're cold. But he did bring that in case like someone forgot their snow gear or his snow gear gets busted.
oh.
Yeah. And I guess an important question is Fenris coming?
If we're actually going somewhere, then yes, Fenris would be, and this would be Juniper and Wave's first time seeing giant pupper dog.
Yeah, so you see a giant white-scaled draconic drake as you're approaching. You kind of look, Wave, you're probably the last one here just due to how slow you are.
Waddling.
Yeah. And you look and see Izukan, Havoc, Juniper, and oh, that's a dragon.
Is he docile?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Kind of snarls at you. Like excitedly, happily.
Hello.
Wave always at least like 10, 15 feet away from it.
Juniper does a fetch, and just launches a stick, seeing if
It
it
doesn't
goes
even get to fetch it because it jumps up and grabs it within its mouth before it can even go far.
just like at home. Love it.
Like, truly, I think every time he sees Fenris, the only thought through his head is, that's a weird breed of dog.
That's a weird looking dog.
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
Oh, man.
Don't be
It's
afraid,
just-
Wave. See, he's
it's
real
just-
nice.
It's just a giant dog. Just dragon.
Yeah,
dog, you know?
I'm sure he's a nice individual.
Come on, pet him. Just put your hand on his snout. Just
From
Kinda-
roughly, see what's the range on this? From roughly 30 feet away, a little spectral hand touches it, like
Mage hand.
pets it, and immediately disappears. Yeah,
Even
very,
the
very
mage
soft.
hand is like,
that's not what I meant.
It's timid. Yeah.
Just like Wave. Just like Wave.
That's not what I meant.
well,
That's not what I meant, but it's what happened.
it's time to go. By the way, what, like, information are we gonna give to the Banshee?
Well, I figured Wave could just keep talking until we got what we needed.
Hmm?
Oh, Wave, you got this?
Yeah.
You just gotta keep talking. Just tell her stuff.
You mean I've read a lot of books, I guess?
Yeah, just tell her those books.
So you wanted to take point then, Wave?
No?
Alright, you got it.
Okay.
You won't have to be anywhere near her, I think.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping I can just talk with one of the little glowing orbs of death, or
Mhm.
however Glitzy called them.
Well,
This is going to be wonderful.
I'm excited.
let's go.
All right. You guys begin your venture through the snow. Who's kind of taking the charge here, using the map to navigate?
That feeling it's probably Izukan.
Okay.
Probably.
Izukan, will you make
Havoc's barely ever left this fucking city. Juniper came to this city and that's it. Wave, I don't know where Wave's from. Wave might be from the city. I don't know.
Wave isn't really outside the city a lot.
Yeah. So, I mean, anybody can read a map, but it's just a question of, are you good at reading the map? Do you know where you are on the map? Or did you lose yourself 5 miles ago, and are you not where you're supposed to be?
Yeah, so Izukan, can you make a survival check for me?
Yes. No.
Wow. Talking
Oh,
all
brother!
that shit.
I'm proficient in it.
Damn.
You are, and that was just an unfortunate roll.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. You,
Izukan has the map upside down.
Yeah, but
I
you
want
guys
us to be
can't
able to
even
help
read a
him.
map.
yeah.
Read the map. I don't know if any of my bookworm skills would matter.
Izukan, you kind of start leading everyone out, and you've gone out in this general vicinity before. But you get to a certain point where it's like you haven't been this far south. There are certain like waypoints that you're trying to look for. Like there is what looks to be like a triangular set of stones that seem to be indicated around this area, and you just can't seem to find it.
I forgot that I have cartographer's tools.
You do.
Would that help us? Okay,
Well, you kind of get to a point where Izukan, whether you want to admit it or not, you are kind of lost. You don't know where you are in conjunction with this map anymore. You see Izukan just standing there for a good minute.
Havoc has just been walking. Didn't even realize Izukan stopped.
Izukan?
Okay. I don't know where we are.
What?
I knew where we were about 10 minutes ago. That was 10 minutes ago.
You waited 10 minutes to tell us?
Because I thought I knew where we were.
Jacob's dying right now. Choking on something. You knew where we were? So...
Knew?
Wait.
Not know.
Okay. No, I got this. Watch this. I bet we're right there. Havoc just points somewhere on the map. I bet we're right there.
Havoc, roll a
I
D100
need to see
for
this
me.
survival.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I got this. Watch this.
This
Oh,
is where
no.
Seth gets a 100.
Watch it. 62. That's almost a good number.
Almost.
It's almost a nice number.
7 off.
7 away.
7 off.
7 away.
They're obnoxious.
Yeah, boy.
Havoc, you kind of point to the map, and Izukan, you look and you're like, maybe we're close to there? I don't really know, though. but you're not sure if his random pointing can be trusted.
Can
Given
I-
Easy gun.
who
Easy gun.
Havoc
Think
is.
about this. Easy gun. Think about this, right? You knew where we were 10 minutes ago. Where were we 10 minutes ago?
About here.
We're at the
Okay.
last landmark, which was what was a small bear's cave.
All right,
Okay,
let's go back there. And then we'll see how to go from there. Right?
There's the bear's cave.
We just gotta find it again.
You guys turn around and you look, and the sky is so full of cloud coverage that you cannot tell where the sun is. It is just like a light that's just kind of piercing through, just like
Can
and just
I-
like
How
dissipating
windy
through
has
the
it been?
cloud.
Oh, wait.
Decently.
Okay, can I look at the trees and see which side the snow has been accumulating on?
It has been accumulating on the where you are left side.
Left. So, wait, which direction is that?
That's
East?
the problem.
No, because if there weren't cloud cover, the sun would be up, and I'm trying to figure out which side has been hit by the sun.
Oh, well, this is just the side that the snow's kind of been blowing up today. I mean, in this area, it's like
No.
constantly shifting.
Havoc's got it. Right? So, is the snow blowing hard enough that it's been covering our tracks immediately?
Not immediately, but it's getting there.
Havoc's just gonna turn around and he's going to be digging. He's shoveling the snow, looking for puddles underneath of it. Because Havoc melts the snow where he goes.
That is true.
And, like, even if, like, you know, new snow goes on top, it wouldn't immediately refreeze. And if it would, it'd be ice now, not new snow.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay. So you start going back and just like trying to clear a path in the
And
direction you went from.
Havoc's, he shovels snow. That's
You
what
know,
he
I
does.
just now realized this. We've got a horse-sized dog with us. Can I just see its path in the snow behind us?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So you can go back a certain point, but then it does become a little bit harder to find those trails. So Havoc, you seem to be taking the charge here. If you would make a survival check for me,
Yes.
With
I can
advantage.
do that.
I'll allow it.
Hey, that advantage is gonna come in clutch.
When you nat. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
Better than 6.
15.
That's better than
Havoc,
6.
you are able to track your way back to that bear cave.
Mhm.
And so you all travel back a good 10 minutes. Get there and then
very
look at the map.
very loudly into the cave. I found it!
Havoc, you hear a roar.
Just waves into the cave.
Huh?
Did I just hear the words in the DM's head? Roll initiative.
Havoc, having slayed like 30 animals tougher than a bear earlier this
Over the
week.
course of a minute.
Yeah.
Over the course of a minute.
A singular bear Havoc is not worried about.
I mean, fair. You do see like through the light of your own self. You can see it reflecting and see there is what looks to be a polar bear
Oh.
kind of pulls itself out from the cave.
One.
Look. It's a
Um,
big dog.
Havoc, what's your passive insight?
14.
14. You recognize the way this thing is snarling at you. It doesn't want to fight. It more so just wants you away from its territory.
Mhm.
Can I get a little bit of animal handling?
What are you trying to do?
make himself not seem like a threat, but just like somebody who is actively just standing.
Make an animal handling check.
Character sheet. Turn off advantage. That's a 16.
16. As you kind of try to make yourself friendly, approachable, like you're not of harm, the polar bear kind of looks at you and stops approaching, stops taking any ground, and just more so stands here. Just kind of standing at the cave, just kind of waiting.
And then Havoc will turn to the rest of the group. That's a really big dog. Anyway, so where are we supposed to go?
Izukan, you look at the map again. And you feel like you're... Huh?
Can I roll again just to
Yeah,
see?
you can roll again, unless you want to hand
Let's
it off.
see. Let's. We'll roll first. He's gonna roll first just to see if he's. Ooh. Okay. That's a good roll. Finally.
Izukan, as you stand here, you realize the problem that happened.
Oh, it's upside. Yep. There we go. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, so you're veering left
their
now
cave.
instead of veering right.
Here. Yeah. Okay. Now I know where.
Yeah, so you begin heading out, arcing out to that destination.
Havoc waves bye to the bear. I wish I could talk
Gives you
to
the
you.
bear middle finger.
You give the bear the middle finger?
No, I was saying the bear gives him the middle finger.
Oh, I was gonna say the bear will give it back to you.
Fuck you, man. I'm trying to sleep here. It's the middle of fucking winter.
You came into
Yeah,
my
actually.
house.
Go to my house. Wake me up.
Havoc leaves a little bit of jerky on the
Flip
ground.
me off.
Yeah. You wander out and you eventually find that landmark, that final one, where it is the glacier. And right off kind of next to it, you can see nestled this cave entrance. And kind of floating out around, you do see what look to be two faint, kind of pulsating, glowing, bluish lights.
But why can I not remember the name that isn't Miss Screamy?
Fair
Dang it.
enough.
Zerna.
Zerna. Ugh. Just Miss Screamy's way more memorable.
That's exactly why she called it that.
Yeah, you know, it's on the nose. Alright. I got this. Hi there! We're looking for a Banshee named Zerna! Hello?
Havoc, you start yelling. And in this moment, you all feel this pulse just kind of echoing out. And you can feel like your hair move as there's like this billowing shout, like this war cry, this threatening presence. And it lasts for a few seconds before it kind of fades. And one of those glowing lights you can see begins to slowly make its way to you. Kind of gently, like on the breeze, kind of floating out. As it kind of begins moving out, who kind of steps in front to speak? I know you guys had joked about forcing Wave to do it.
I mean,
Yeah, I
Havoc will
mean,
go first.
was it a joke though? You know,
Wave
give Wave some confidence.
Wave is 700 feet away. up a
You
tree.
can see Wave in the distance in the snowstorm.
Well, no. Arms are out like that.
Yeah, arms out.
Can't be at the side, yeah. Just. You see, we're
That's what
worried
we've been
about
doing the
Wave
entire
being
time.
too close to the silent spell for him not to be able to cast spells, but, like, how is he gonna do verbal and somatic components as a giant snowman?
Okay.
True. This is
Well, he's
very
saying
valid.
them.
Yeah.
He's saying them. Just because nobody can understand him doesn't mean
That is true.
saying.
And that's when Wave will just lower the scar.
Okay. This thing kind of begins moving forward, and you can hear from it. You hear, "What do you want?"
Well, kind of looking to trade information for possible favors.
Waiting for you,
Information.
baby girl.
So I know things about ancient history that are pretty neat, specifically having to do with Ferdea and Fertile.
I care not of your history.
What do you care?
What about recent history?
Might have to switch this up. I thought I could do it.
Yeah, that's right.
I care not of your history. I care of your power. Only history that gives me power is worth leaving your lips.
Knowledge is power, though.
Only the right kind of knowledge.
Well, I feel like the knowledge I'm hanging on to is pretty powerful.
Give me a taste, so I can see if I wish to eat.
Did you know that the angels that portrayed the creator, the dungeons they're locked up in were made by, shoot, I can't think of her full name.
Proto Angelo
Stonehanger.
You see how you see just Havoc just like freezes, like his brain stops working.
What was her last
cried.
name? Oh,
Stone Painter.
Fertile Stone Painter. Yeah.
That I did not know. Tell me more. And you can see the will-o-wisp kind of pulsates almost excitedly, and it begins chirping as it quickly dashes back way faster than you thought this thing could move. But it kind of sits right back at the front of the cave.
Where'd you go? You here? Havoc just looking around. Like, do you want us to come into the cave, or what do you... I'm going to the cave.
Okay.
I'm going to the cave.
Who is
I walk behind Havoc.
Mm-hmm.
Wave, do you join?
I walk behind whoever's the last person in the party.
So Juniper?
Juniper's also
Yeah,
like
Wave's,
trying to
Wave's like hiding behind Juniper.
like try to make herself bigger so that he can hide behind her.
Alright. You guys kind of wander in Havoc as you step forth. You can see what looks to be a fairly small cave. There's some pillars of ice that kind of divide sections of the room, and you can see there seems to be a trove of what look to be bookshelves, old tomes, and all sorts of really fine items, beautiful paintings, fine jewelry, like what look to be gold. Not a whole lot of gold, like as far as material wealth, but shiny weaponry, items like that. Just like hoarded. But most everything is ornate. Like nothing here is just like a standard item. It's all something something of beauty and I guess it's something to admire, artistic.
Havoc mentally going back and thinking, wait, but if we do kill the Banshee, we could take some of her stuff.
Oh my god.
Wait, Juniper leans back to Wave and goes, Psst, do you have earmuffs? Did you bring earmuffs?
Yeah, you see him reach into his bag. Yeah, I figured in case anyone got like frosty ears, I'd bring a spare pair.
I'm thinking they might be another use. Can I have one?
Yeah.
She just puts it on. It's just like...
Yeah. As you
Forgot about earmuffs.
As you go in, Havoc, and you step in, you can see this cave with a bunch of ice pillars and some thin sheets of ice that kind of connect to these pillars, that kind of go from the ceiling all the way down to the floor. And you can see this ghostly spirit kind of moving along the other pane of ice, kind of behind. And the two will-o-wisp kind of fill in behind you, kind of blocking the exit, standing in line of the door. You hear the Banshee kind of on the other side of the wall just kind of speak to you. Tell me more.
Well, apparently Rodolangelo had like made some secret tombs or something. She had an extra husband and made him with him. What's his name?
Wait, I have it.
Havoc, 100% not knowing.
Orion Swiftwhistle.
Yeah, that. So, before we, continue, because some of this information gets real juicy, listen, we don't want to give up this information for nothing.
What do you want? And you can kind of look and see through the pane of glass what is this distorted image of what looks to be some sort of fair elven figure.
Well, like, there's kind of a Valkyrie in the city, and we want to murder him. But like, they hit my buddy over here, and it really hurt him really, really bad, and he's like super tough. So, we wanted to like make potions that would make it so the Valkyrie didn't hurt us that bad. But, we kind of need your juices.
You need to take from me.
Yeah, just like some of your essence.
You came here to steal from me.
Trade information for juice.
No stealing.
It's a transaction.
am not something to be traded. I am flesh.
Correct.
I am inevitable. I am here and I am consistent. I am knowledge. I am power. And I am fury.
Well, it seems like a lot of people just show up here and like attack you to like steal juice from you, and we just wanted to like
do that.
just be like, hey, we give you cool information that could change the shape of reality, and you give us juice, and then everyone's happy.
So the wizard sent you.
Yeah, but it also seems like the wizard just kind of like sends people to attack you. And that seems kind of really rude.
I would be foolish to weaken myself while you stand in my home.
We were just gonna leave afterwards.
I mean, you could. Hey, if you wanted to be fair, we can let the weakest one take it from you while we all stand outside.
wait, what's behind him? Like, who's the weakest one? You mean Fenris?
The
Look
dog?
at Dave. That is not the weakest one. That is competition.
Who's the weak? Wait, you're saying he's competition to you?
Who do you think? Havoc has a look of scaredness. Am I the weakest one?
Oh no.
Am I the weakest link?
There is something inside you. Your spirit.
Oh, that thing. Yeah, no. Wave's not the weakest one of us. Havoc, I'm sorry, it's probably you.
Dang it. I knew that was the case. Okay.
Physically?
I would like to know your spirit. What knowledge does it hold?
But I don't want to find out either, because last thing that showed up, it tried to kill me.
Yeah, it seemed really
So
rude.
it'll kill you.
I mean,
We don't
We
control
don't
that
want it
thing.
here.
I mean, do you know what
There are
that
two
spirit
sides.
is? Actually,
weak
wait.
and strong.
Do you know what that spirit is?
It is elven.
Oh, so just like you?
It has found a host.
Unlike you?
I have not been able to do as such. Maybe you could be my host.
Who? What?
Huh?
Just slip in and kill what's there. And then you're mine, puppet.
If you can kill that thing, that'd be great.
Yeah, honestly, I don't see how that's bad, Wave. Seems like a good deal.
Do you want to scream in Banshee or
my-
you're a screaming asshole?
I don't think my body and spirit are for sale.
Are you sure?
For you.
Yes. I can't even.
Give me your friend. And I will give you my essence. I would not need it any longer.
I don't know. I feel like if you go into Wave, we wouldn't get the essence then, because you'd be in there.
And really and truthfully, you see Izukan reach into his back pocket and pull out a small, like, thing of wax. Twist off a little bit of it. Put it in one ear. Twist off a little bit more. Put it in the other ear. Put it back in his back pocket. I've given you anybody.
Really ours to give either.
Havoc looks back. Oh, it's time. And
As Izukan, you kind of say that you're not giving you anyone. The Banshee just then the deal is and starts to wail. I would like everyone to 1 roll initiative, and then to 2, I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw. Izukan with advantage.
Same with Wave and Juniper because they have earmuffs, or
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey.
okay. So first initiative. Wow.
One.
Oh.
Why does Roll20 hate us today,
Yeah,
bro?
I know.
6-9.
Woo!
And you said Constitution saving throw at advantage.
Oh
Wow,
my lord.
bro,
9-6.
bro.
Oh, brother.
Havoc's up, I guess.
So funny.
Oh my
What
gosh.
is going on? What is going on? I mean, you got a 19, so you're good, but still.
I know. My heart just leapt out of my chest because I saw the 3 and I was like, oh, Jesus.
Havoc's up, I guess.
Oh, God.
My lord.
What did Havoc get for initiative?
I haven't rolled initiative yet.
Okay.
I was setting up the initiative tracker.
I'm supposed to be good at these saves. This will be a breeze. And I've got advantage. Wow, never mind.
Click there, click there, click there. Initiative.
Unfortunate.
Don't have my
I
dice.
got a 4 for initiative.
Oh my gosh.
No. Shut.
Wow, I roll
Hell
on
your
that one
mouth,
for the
Josh.
Will-O-Wisp.
How did they match out?
Uh-oh. No. I see. I see. Bitch, you can't scream twice in a row, right?
15 force damage. As you watch the will-o-wisp is kind of thrown back, and at this point you can see what appears to be what looks to be a spectral spirit kind of pull itself out from Wave's body, kind of floating right outside of his corpse. And it is a long, silver-haired elven figure in mage's robes. And I'm going to roll initiative for it. That is going to be that. Juniper, you're up.
Question, where's Fenris, first of all?
That's right. I forgot to... Fenris would have probably
What's
been
the
outdoors.
dog doing?
What the dog doing?
Probably.
And we need initiative.
Woof.
Roll it real quick.
Also...
No.
Alright, I rolled a 5 for Fenris.
Why? Why does this keep happening?
Hey, we have 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we know why 3 was afraid of 4.
Wave, you would take 1 death failure, though.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. What's the worst that happens? I nat 1 my death save.
Shut up! Stop talking.
Before I even have a chance to get you back up.
Let me find some wood real quick.
You better knock hard.
Yeah, meant to fucking say, knowing roll 20 today, it's gonna be like, oh, all right. You talking a lot of shit. Respect my authority.
I'm gonna... I'm gonna smack the will-o'-the-wisp next to Wave, two-handed with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
That's a crit.
Okay.
That's a crit?
That's a crit.
Damn.
That'll do it.
Alright, roll damage.
That's that. Oh, whoops. So 20? Yes.
20?
Yes.
That is enough to do it. As you slam your quarterstaff into this thing, you watch as it dissipates.
I'm going to also spend a key point to Flurry of Blows the one directly beside me.
Okay.
Bink. 24.
24. That'll hit.
6. And then again, 18.
18 just misses. As you throw punching,
that makes sense.
jumps out of the way.
9.
Okay. I couldn't pick Wave up. I'm gonna move like here. Just kind of like prepare to toss him somewhere safe. Just like a bag of flour.
Alright.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Wave, make a death save.
Seth, can you blow my imaginary dice?
Blew both on the mic and the camera.
So intimate.
Alright, watch this.
Hey.
Nice.
There we go.
It worked out. It worked out.
I mean, a nat 20 would have been better, but you know.
We take what we can get around these parts right now.
Yeah, right now, I'm so happy for that crit.
The spirit above you, Wave, just... We don't have time for this. And is going to try to attempt to get you up to alive. That is going to be a second death success for you.
Lit.
As you do notice, like, this thing isn't able to like freely move. It's still like tethered to Wave's body. Izukon, Death save.
Now, Brian's gonna nat 20. I can feel it.
Nah.
Oh, that was
That's-
close.
But
that's
definitely
fine.
not
That was
below a
close.
10.
Not a
I'm
failure,
fine
though.
with that.
Not a failure.
I'll take that.
Fenris is up.
Okay.
Bow,
God, let's finish this movement. 30. Yeah. Okay. Little bit of a. Move him right here.
Okay.
And then he do a little bit of a.
Bite.
Yeah. Bite. That misses it, I think.
That will miss. Tail attack
Miss.
misses as well, as Fenris is trying to bite this little moat that's just jumping around back and forth. Havoc,
Like playing
you
with the
are
tennis
up.
ball.
Oh, yay! What's the chances she screams twice in a row? Barely anything, right?
It's 16,
Oh.
17% chance.
Yeah, so I'm going to first level healing word. Budge, who do I healing word?
Izuka.
Yeah, you got somebody trying to help you up. You should be fine.
Yeah, I got my muscle
so
buddy.
Will healing word. Submit. Whatever I just rolled there. 8 HP to Izukana as a bonus action. Then I'm gonna move right over here. And then I'm going to use my action to activate soul recuperation. So everyone but Wave gets 9 temp HP.
Okay.
So yeah, there we go. That does include the dog.
Wait, you said temp HP?
Temp
Yep.
HP, yep.
Okay.
Yep. Not quite regeneration. And that's me.
Oh, I spelled that completely wrong in my notes.
All right.
Her name is not spelled at all how I thought it was spelled.
It's not at all.
That's fine.
I got the N and the A correct.
Yes.
Uh,
I did get the Y.
The Banshee is up. It is going to use Horrifying Visage. I'm going to need you all to make a wisdom save.
There it goes.
Dinky.
I actually have advantage in this.
You
Jesus
don't have to make it.
Christ.
I don't?
Nope.
Cool.
I have to make it?
Yep.
Wisdom save?
Yep. And I'll roll
Oh,
for...
I believe in you,
No.
Brian.
No.
I believe in you, Brian.
No. I'm not looking. I don't know what I
Brian.
rolled. I don't know what I rolled.
An
Okay, that's a
11, a
12.
12, and a 3. And a 1.
Oh my god!
That's
Uh,
2 nat
And these are
ones?
the people that are supposed to save the world?
Yep.
You are all frightened.
Frightened.
As
This is the second
you can see,
time.
The elven form is dropped, and you can see this horrifying visage kind of erupts from its face, as it just cackles loudly, and it is going to look at that spirit, kind of drifting out of Wave, and she's going to point. You're mine. I was going to move 5, 10 to there. Will-O-Wisp is up, and it is going to turn, and it is going to actually try to attack the spirit in Wave. That is going to hit. only 6 damage.
The Will-O-Wisp is the thing currently attacking?
Huh?
Did the Will-O-Wisp do an attack roll?
It is, yeah. It moves right over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here.
Then I will use Interception on that. Slash roll 1d10 plus proficiency bonus is currently 2. And reduce that by 11 damage.
Okay, so it does nothing.
Nice.
As it goes to like kind of suck the
Nice.
life out of the Wave's second soul, and is unable to do so.
I think Havoc's method of stopping this is literally he just spits a bit of fire through it, and it just kind of has to move out of the way and gets distracted for a second.
Juniper, you're up.
I'm gonna smack this wisp away. With my quarterstaff key. Hup, hup.
You gonna do it again? Just
No.
damn.
I'm gonna spend another key point to flurry of blows because I need this thing off. Off. 16.
Nope. No.
11. Damn it.
Yeah, you start swinging at this thing, but it is quick, it's speedy, and it's moving at hypersonic speeds. Wave, another death save for me.
Did the fighting go away?
Oh, make a whiz save. Okay, Juniper, you're actually able to fight off the Frighten at the end of your turn.
Seth, I need you to
Wait.
blow on my imaginary dice again.
It's at disadvantage, but
The lower was a 15.
you're good, yeah. So you were not
Roll the death save.
Yep.
Boom.
Okay.
3 successes.
Wave, as you stabilize, kind of acting on the same turn as you, Spirit sees that you've kind of come back to your own and is then going to kind of re-enter your body, and Wave, as it does so, you shoot up at 1 hit point. This Will-O-Wisp is on top.
How? Yeah.
I'm just putting it off to the side here. Wave, you have your turn.
Oh, I can stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Hey, what do I want to do? I guess. Let's see. That is that. Probably won't do much to the. Probably won't do much to the Banshee lady. I imagine she was either resistant or immune. But I want to say I can. Let me read this. Whenever you cast from Paradox, you can add 2 penalties from one to yourself. You gain this magical weapon.
Imagine casting spells.
Yeah, can't. As long as they're both in range. What is my range? My range is 30 feet. Yeah, so I guess I need both the Banshee and the Wisps to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, the Wisp got a 10.
DC 16. If they fail, they take 3 necrotic if they can take it, and then they fall prone. Whatever that means for a Wisp.
Yeah. The Banshee is completely immune.
Okay.
The Wisp takes half damage and doesn't fall prone because it can't.
But it's a wisp. It doesn't have legs.
So you can see it.
Yeah, that's my turn.
It's like a small spark kind of goes out from it. Meanwhile, the magic just doesn't seem to affect the Banshee. Izukan, you're up. You cannot move closer.
Cool. What am I gonna do? That's a good question.
First off, bonus action rage. I'm gonna go with claws because yeah. Actually, what is the writing for this? It is bite proficiency bonus. Yeah, we're gonna go with bite instead of claws.
Okay.
Then I will walk right here.
Okay.
And is it this one? Yeah, this one. No,
Yeah, you
that's
kind
my
of
turn.
leap in to try to bite this thing, and it veers out of the way. Your guard drake is up. It too is frightened.
Yes. It's gonna move right here.
Okay. It will have advantage on
Then-
this.
Yep. Add advantage. Bite? No.
Guard
Tail?
Drake is also frightened.
Yes.
The
Hey,
tail attack will hit. Yeah.
Come on.
Oh god. There we go. 7 damage.
All right, you hit, and it kind of smacks it a little bit, but it seems mostly okay still. Havoc.
Also, don't forget to roll to defrighten.
Yes,
Well,
roll
you-
to defrighten yourself and your. I'll do the. Fenris. Fenris is just a straight roll, but he makes it.
hey.
Nice. Brian?
For Izukan
Hmm?
to
Sorry.
save against frightened.
I actually have advantage on these saves. Because of my amulet.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't have made it earlier anyway, but that's a 16.
Okay, yeah, that succeeds.
Just
Havoc.
to...
Alright. Just to
The last
make
sentence.
sure that this Banshee doesn't be mean to us, and since everyone's up, actually immediately wave 9 temp HP. Start of my turn.
Whoop.
And then I am going to use that spell scroll to cast silence on the Banshee.
Okay, so that is going to be a 20-foot radius
Yeah, which is
silence. There you go. Can you all see that?
sure can.
All right, so instantly everything just gets quiet.
Yeah, and I can't cast spells anymore. And I'm frightened, so yeah, Havoc's just standing where he is, and
All right.
he's gonna make
repeat,
a whatchamacallit.
Yeah, repeat that save end of your turn.
Is it at disadvantage?
It shouldn't be.
Okay.
Because it's a save, not a check.
It's a 10? Do you know?
Havoc, you're still frightened. The Banshee, realizing that you have just casted this and it can no longer make noise, is going to move over here and target you with a corrupting touch attack. 18 to hit.
That exactly matches.
Okay. And that is going to be... Uh, 9 necrotic,
Just takes out my temp HP.
and then second attack will be a 21 to hit.
That also hits.
5. Another 9 necrotic.
So 46. That's gonna be a good old 37 HP. And then I gotta make 2 DC 10 Constitution saves.
Yep.
20, 13.
Okay, you keep silence up. The wisp is up. Seeing Wave is back up again, is going to try to go for him once more. It's 19 to hit.
Yeah, my AC's a 10.
Okay.
I'll use Interception.
Okay. So that'll be 11 lightning reduced to.
Reduced by 6.
It doesn't matter.
So
Oh
reduced
wait,
to
no, it does
5.
matter. Temp
You have
HP.
temp.
Yeah, you have
Yep.
temp HP. Havoc's keeping you up.
Seth coming in clutch. Yeah, Havoc is coming in clutch.
Juniper, you're up.
Havoc can't heal HP very well, but he can sure as hell reduce it. Also, Mal, if you're talking, you're muted.
Shit.
It's just like
I said-
silent.
I said I'm gonna walk up to her and just smack.
12
Does not hit instantly.
does hit.
Yeah. She's a big old ghost lady. Come on.
12 bludgeoning damage.
You hit. It doesn't seem to be. Your attack doesn't seem to be super effective against her, but it does land.
I want to tell her we don't want to fight you. We just want to get some juice from you. I don't know what the big deal about it is. We can tell you a story while we're doing that.
Actually, Mal, re-mute yourself, because we are in silence right now.
Oh.
There we go.
About to say.
She's completely forgotten about the silence spell and is just talking.
You still have a bonus action attack.
Yes, I am gonna
Yeah.
Hit the little wisp. Just
do a little whack.
Hit it first, mime some stuff at it.
Second crit.
punch it
Holy
again.
crap.
Juniper going hard.
12 damage again.
That wasn't crit damage.
Oh, wasn't it?
No.
no. It didn't roll crit for some reason.
Yeah. Click
Yeah.
it again.
That's weird.
Why is it rolling that? It's rolling the
Probably
wrong
because
thing. It's rolling a
are you
D4.
rolling? Are you rolling from?
No, it's a
Oh,
unarmed
it's
strike
my-
should be a D4 at this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, it's my
Only
unarmed
level
strike,
4.
not my
Okay, so I guess we'll just do that 2 and 3. So that'll be 9 damage for the crit. Yeah, so you just punch this ghost. Wave, you are up.
talking
am, like-
the entire time.
Sits here, knows he's in the silent spell. Can't do anything. I walk away. I'm gonna get dropped by the wisp.
Do you not have any
Like-
non-verbal spells?
I have a, you know the spell I used to put the doorknob in like a little pocket dimension.
You have
That is my single. I don't think the wisp counts as an object.
It does not. No.
Yeah, I did think about it. I did go and read it and be like, can I put this wisp in a whole pocket
You-
Pocket
dimension?
dimension.
Can I,
You
can
could-
I
At any
banish
point, you
this
just go,
wish
will o' the
as
wisp.
a second level spell?
You could potentially risk the attack of opportunity, or take the disengage action and prep for the next turn.
Yeah, my aura does
Okay.
extend 30 feet, so you got some room you can walk away from.
I'm gonna. So if I move, like right now, I'm not out of its
No.
range, right? But like, the circle has a little bit of like free
So that would
space in
count.
here.
As in the circle.
Yes.
Okay. So am I gonna? Oh, brother. It, like its lightning attack it did the, against me that Havoc blocked. Did that look like a regular attack, or like a special? Like,
It looks
do I
like a
think I'm gonna
regular
get like
attack.
zap?
Yeah.
That guy's only missing me on a nat 1. So yeah, I will see 30 feet
Actually-
away from.
They're weird. Their to hit is not based on their dex.
Okay. How far away can I get from Havoc? That's 30 feet. Right there. That would be. Yeah, I'll take the disengage action and just go boop boop.
Okay. Sounds good. Izukan, you're up.
I succeeded on the save, and I have
Okay.
advantage, and I want to heal. So, Will the Wisp at advantage. Bite. Hey, let's
That'll
go.
hit.
9 piercing.
Do you heal that much?
What is? No, I'm reading it again. Bite. You gain a number of hit points equal to your proficiency bonus.
Okay. You get 2 hit points.
So yeah, I get 2 hit points.
All right. Your guard drake is up.
Yep. He is at advantage, so bite. No. Tail. No.
Unfortunately, it's just too small. Havoc, you're up. You're still frightened.
Yeah, still frightened, but I will. Yeah, I will. Bonus action summon my greatsword.
Okay.
And then take the attack of opportunity for the Will-O-Wisp.
Okay.
So it can try and hit me. If it so pleases.
It would have. Yeah, it will try to swing at you. That is a 9 to hit.
That's gonna miss. And I literally can't get any closer to this lady, because I'm already within 5 feet. So I have free range now. So I'm gonna get advantage. And attack neutral on her.
Okay. Are you attacking with your sword?
Sure am.
Okay.
Don't know what that is, because my thing disappeared. What is it?
The nat 1.
That's my. I think that's. Oh my god. So many nat ones.
So many nat 1s.
But I got 2 crits.
Isn't that good for you? And then I'll make a wisdom save.
We traded the entire party's luck for those 2 hits.
Still
frightened.
Damn.
He's going to swing again at you.
Oh, and everyone gets 9 temp HP before I moved.
Thank you.
Including me.
16 to hit you, Havoc.
Nope.
Miss?
Yep.
Okay. Second attack is going to be an 18.
Just hits.
Silvery barbs. The Banshee needs to reroll that d20. If it's lower, use the lower one. And then I'm going to choose Havoc. Havoc, your next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw within the next minute has advantage.
I need that. and I need to not get hit now. So I'm guessing, Jacob, I'm guessing you didn't.
I'm a wizard, bitch.
He's just a little guy.
You use silvery barbs, and as the Banshee swings, something kind of tugs within them, and they swing and miss. They're then
Wave paying me
going
back.
to move, provoking an attack of opportunity from actually both Juniper and Havoc.
You know I'm
Havoc will be
doing
at
it.
disadvantage. And you watch as they move through the ice. 12 will hit.
Oh, I forgot. 5.
11.
Or 11?
Yeah,
misses.
you said disadvantage.
That's right, because you're still
Technically
frightened.
be. Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
Oh wait, no. Silvery barbs. So that's neutral. So that's a 20.
Okay, you're using it. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Well,
That'll hit.
it's the next one.
Yeah.
So
That's right,
I don't have a
that's
choice.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll.
So that'll be 8 slashing, 2 fire.
Alright. You kind of slash at it as it goes and becomes intangible and moves through that glass pane. The Will-O-Wisp is up. It is going to use its action to become invisible.
Oh, hey.
And it is going to move away. Izukan and Fenris actually do get an attack of opportunity. It's just going to be at disadvantage.
Nope. And nope.
Okay. Juniper, you're up.
All right. I'm a run. I'm a move, like I was built to do.
Yeah.
One might
Got
say
it.
jump.
One might say a jumping. Does this glass go all the way to the ceiling?
Ice, yes.
Okay. Then feel like I'm exactly equidistant to both sides of the like
What's your movement speed?
45. So I can get there. I have to decide which way to go.
Is she in the ice or is she behind the ice?
Behind it. Yeah, so there's this
Okay.
wall of ice. This front one got shattered.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So I'm
Hey.
just gonna walk up to her. I'm just gonna casually walk up to her. Actually, I can go right
Monk's doing monk thing.
here. And it's a whacking.
Whacking time.
16.
That'll hit.
Almost another crit.
I know.
An 8.
Alright. Bonus action.
Yeah, you know what? Another for you.
Oh, flurry of
Seth, you
blows.
said 9 temp HP.
That'll hit.
Yeah, that's what you should be at.
6. 8.
8 will not hit.
Also, remember, we
two
need
hits
to
on it.
not take her down because
Yeah.
we still haven't put the thing that makes her material.
Oh, true.
Wave, you're up.
First I'm gonna take one step back to get out of that little bubble.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, the screen turned black for a second. I might make an educated guess. It's a 10-foot radius sphere. Let me get my my circle. Let me... 10 foot. Yeah, I'm gonna like put my like 10-foot radius sphere in between myself and Izukan and bet on the wisp going after me since the lady seems interested in what I'm cooking. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna risk it for a biscuit. Yeah, so if it's in there, it needs to make the save.
Wow. So it legitimately cannot save because it has a -5 to strength. It has a 1 strength. I rolled a 19. I'm like, oh wow, and I realized it doesn't actually matter. Yeah. So Wave, you do this, and this is magnify gravity.
Yeah.
Force damage. You watch as you see as the snow on the ground and the ice kind of crushes, and the will-o-wisp. You can see it apparates for a moment before it looks like a balloon being popped, and just completely is just turned into light dust. It is gone.
Well, look at me. I can be smart sometimes. And
Oh, by the way, just so you know, the Banshee has disadvantage on attack rolls because I hit her.
30.
Oh, against people, not you. Right?
Just anyone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's the
Well-
first person I hit, but I only have one attack right now.
Mhm.
And I missed the one on my turn, so.
Or
Gotcha.
if I went from here to here in the hallway. Yeah, I can
Yep.
still. Yeah, I'll back up there.
Okay. Izukan, you're up.
Okay, Will-O-Wisp is finally dead. So I run right here. Actually, what is
There's a
that
wall
blue
of
line?
ice. There's a wall of ice.
Okay. Can I Kool-Aid Man the ice?
I'll say it counts as an attack roll.
Oh
It's an
yeah.
18,
Full damage.
10.
That's just enough to jump through and shatter the ice, removing the wall.
Oh yeah!
Get in there.
That's my turn.
Yeah, so Izukan, you just jump through and just the ice shatters. The guard drake is up. Fenris.
Move him right there. Not at advantage. Bite.
20 will hit.
Ooh. 9 piercing. Tail. 18.
That'll hit.
5.
At this point, as Fenris kind of slams into it, it is looking pretty rough. Where you can see its form is dissipating a bit.
Wait, hold on. We can't kill it. We need to, you know?
Havoc, you're up.
Havoc is just going to pull out some syringes.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do much right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll hold a syringe action
Okay.
and try and make that wisdom save.
Okay, make that save.
Yeah,
That
that's a
succeeds.
ten.
You finally break out from the frightened.
Woo!
The Banshee is going to use Horrifying Visage again. I need everyone to make a wisdom save.
Jacob, I swear to anything that I'm pretty sure effects like that make us immune once we succeed.
You know what? You
Are correct.
That's right. That's right. You are correct. It's not going to do that. Yeah.
I got
Yeah. You're right. So it is
I
that.
guess
just
if it wants to
going
frighten me, it could do it, but
yeah,
I'm not exactly
they only
trying
wanna
to
be
get
waves.
closer anyway.
It is going to slip down into the ground, provoking attacks of opportunities from all three of you guys.
Can I non-lethal?
Sure. Or you don't even have to attack if you don't want to.
Well, I don't want her to get away.
The feeling you aren't able to grapple a ghost.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, no.
Izukan is going to, instead of normally what he'd do, which is just open hand, closes his hand, going to do a fist attack, non-lethal, and the guard drake, instead of doing a bite, is going to do a tail attack, non-lethal.
Make your attacks.
Bang. That's a 14 to hit for me. 7 damage.
Okay.
The guard drake is a 7 to hit.
Misses. It is going to go in the ground.
How do we make it?
It's just a regular attack.
But
Oh,
the thing to make it corporeal,
yeah.
Izukan has a bracelet thing. Which I feel like that's probably going to be like a grapple check or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. It is going for Havoc.
Yeah.
It
that makes
appears
sense.
right behind you. That is going to be 17 to hit,
Just misses.
and then a 19 to hit.
Just hits.
Silvery barbs. And I'm giving that advantage to
Screw you. I rolled a crit, so
Damn.
You know, Seth on your next
Yeah, no, that's
doohickey.
fine. I got advantage on the con save. That's all that matters.
And I made you burn a crit.
12. Yeah, 12 necrotic.
So that's gonna be 3 from that. So 34 HP left. Advantage on a DC 10.
Yeah.
Good thing I have advantage.
Hey, the barbs.
Annoying. Juniper,
Yes.
you're up.
Hey, you can't walk away from me. You literally can't. I'm coming over. Oh yeah.
Hopping and skipping it.
I jump over Izukon. Just
Vault over Izugan.
Oh, that would be actually pretty cool, yeah. I'm gonna vault over Izukon using my quarterstaff and then smack it on the head with my quarterstaff.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Bonk. 8.
You kind of swing and it moves out of the way last second. Bonus action?
Hmm. Bonus action? I'm gonna...
Yeah, I just realized the only attack I've rolled so far, I've rolled minimum damage for.
Are you bonus action attacking or not?
No.
Okay. Wave, you're up.
Now, when it looks weak, does it look like it just got weak recently, or does it look like feeble? I shouldn't hit it weak.
It was weak, and it's been hit a few times since then. But you can see its form is definitely becoming more translucent than it was before.
And Izukon has like the shit to make it get to tap it like a tree, right?
Well, Izugan has the...
Yes.
We need to put the bracelet collar thing in the Banshee's chest first, and then we can start sucking the juice out. But also, we can't suck the juice out when she gets knocked unconscious.
Okay. But, okay. So it's important for Izukon to get there. Wave will, like, start weaving his hands Doctor Strange style and look to Izukon. Work your magic, big guy, and teleport Izukon right in front of the Banshee with Vortex Warp.
Okay. Izukon, you're up.
I'm gonna try and use the bracelet thing and just.
Okay, make a attack roll.
We're just
You have
gonna use
advantage 'cause of
claws for
flanking.
this. 23.
Yeah, that would hit as you as you're teleported behind. You just take out the apparatus and shove it into its chest. And you watch in this moment. You could see it was like this translucent, had the ability to kind of move through the walls, through the floor, and in this moment you can see it form kind of has like this shimmer cross over it as that radiant gemstone kind of lights up, and you can see it drops to the ground and its feet hit the snow.
I didn't think this would come into play, but I got a reaction.
Oh?
Syringe.
I should have done that.
That's what the only thing I did on my last turn was hold the syringe action. So
yeah, make an attack roll.
Yeah. Just use greatsword or whatever. Actually, it's all the same.
It's pretty much a dagger, so yeah.
I will just do a dexterity check and we'll add 2 to this. So 10.
10 misses as you kind of swing it out, and it is able to kind of dodge just out of the way. Are you going to have Fenris do anything?
No. Not at this point.
Okay. Havoc, you are up, though?
We'll try again.
Okay.
No!
Try to stab another time.
Oh my god.
We're not done until we get all 5 now. I refuse.
Yeah.
Going to use its it is gonna, oh my gosh, it is so weak.
It no longer has disadvantage on attack rolls.
Okay. It is going to try to rip this thing off. It needs to make a strength check. It's a -5, so a 6, it fails. Juniper, you're up.
It's a syringe time. My 2 syringes.
Okay.
That's a dex, you said?
It's an attack roll.
Oh, attack.
It's pretty much what a dagger would be.
Oh.
I'm just not as good as this because I use charisma for attack rolls.
That's a crit? That's a crit?
Yep. And then the second one.
And then...
Another crit.
Wow.
Oh my
Okay.
god!
You
They
don't
can't
have this
even
combat.
bother
Can
me!
you roll 2d8 and then add your dex mod?
Yeah.
Alright, and
13.
then do that again.
And 19.
Okay.
13 and 19.
God damn.
I can't believe I
Is
crit. That's crazy.
so low. It is so low. As you hit both of the syringes and kind of pull them and then rip them out, you can see both of them are filled with what looks to be like this weird shifting light crystal like ghostly energy. Wave, you're up.
This thing is like tangible now, right?
It is tangible. It looks so weak after the double crit.
I'm so sorry.
Get one more syringe out.
I think I might just vortex warp Fenris to it in case it tries to get away. Fenris can just kind of like grab it.
Mm.
Yeah. Go back to your papa, boy. I'll just
Okay.
drop Fenris on the adjacent side there.
Oh, well.
Isukan, you're up.
Stib a stab with the syringe.
Dimmadome.
20.
That'll hit. Roll d8 plus your dex mod.
What is my dex mod? That is a good question. Plus 2. 13.
Not 2d8, just 1d8.
So
Oh,
10.
1d8?
The 2d8 was because of the crit.
Yeah.
1d8. So 10.
It is still up as you siphon off a third one.
Can we get 4?
Fenris, I don't think it's doing anything. Havoc, you're up. You finally have advantage now.
Woo! Whoa!
Wow!
Okay. Dex.
Damn!
That's gonna be a 21.
That'll hit.
I got one! Woo! 3. It's 8.
Oh my gosh.
Like that scene from JoJo's where
Is
three
it not
people are
that?
just beating up on the
It's
person
barely
instead
up.
of beating up.
You,
I'm gonna use my item interaction to hand off the other syringe to Juniper.
Okay. Yeah. Legitimately 1 hit point. As Havoc, you kind of pull it out and then toss the last one to Juniper as it's kind of weakened, like on the ground. In these final moments, is going to just try to see Juniper. You have the last syringe, and it's just going to make 2 attacks against you.
At disadvantage.
Disadvantage, I know, if you hit it. That'll be
Bad.
a 15 to hit,
Nope.
and then a 10.
Nope.
It
That's-
swings.
I don't know, man. That 10 was really close.
Swings twice. Juniper.
God, she's just going.
Uh,
Roll for damage.
Oh. I was gonna lose my mind if I got
That's-
one more.
That's funny.
crit thing. 5.
Juniper, as you stab this thing in the Banshee, how do you finish it?
in the
Oh,
Banshee.
she's just. I feel like instead of stabbing, she actually like just very gently like sticks it in and is like, "I'm so sorry. I'm sorry." And just like
As you
the rest of her juice is gone.
Yeah, as you do so, you watch as the Banshee, kind of with a tangible physical form, falls over, and that gem kind of within it, kind of keeping its form for just a moment longer as it kind of dissipates. It's just not any essence keeping it tied here, as you have absorbed it all, and it just kind of fades, and the device kind of falls on the ground. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Bitch. Jeez. That's so sad.
Havoc will end concentration on silence.
Yeah.
He forgets he's concentrating on it. He's just having a full-on conversation. It's just
Oh my gosh. Yeah. With the Banshee, I didn't actually think you would be able to get all of the.
All 5.
Yeah, because you guys have done so much damage to it.
Hey, I said we're gonna get all 5 now, and we got all 5.
In a row.
Did Mal make it a little harder because she got 2 crits?
it was perfectly like damaged though
Perfectly enough.
to leave it at 1.
Yeah, it had one.
And then
hit
the
point
last
at the
one
end.
guarantees caps
Yeah.
it. It was perfect.
I cannot believe I crit 4 times.
In that combo?
Yeah.
That's the most
So
I've
bad.
ever crit in my entire life.
You guys say roll 20 is a curse.
It was up until the.
Yes.
It's kind of a
Only
curse for
benefited
Seth.
me.
It is.
I
No,
rolled
it
so
is.
bad.
So how many nat ones did you have?
I got like
Oh my
3
God,
to
yeah,
4, but I wasn't even the one getting all the nat ones. They were shared.
Wave got a bunch of nat
Perfectly
ones.
balanced.
Mhm.
You know, it worked out for Wave.
I think that is the lowest initiative I've ever seen. Nothing above a
Actually,
10.
yeah.
She's 10.
Even the creatures of a +9 to initiative only got
Got
it
a
like
10.
rolled a
Yeah.
natural 1. Yeah.
Hilarious.
Woo!
It'd be like
Yeah.
a bee
Havoc
sometimes.
is immediately going to go look around at those ornamental things.
Mm-hmm.
It's immediately just like, well, we're here.
Yeah, you can see a lot of what they have seems to be old textbooks as well as just different stories, jewelry, stuff like that. Nothing reflective. Pretty much everything that has a mirrored surface has been destroyed or discarded. Yeah. As you look, you find. Let me get my thing here. A plethora of gold, 194 in total. There
Who's
are
carrying the gold?
70 gold worth of gemstones and jewelry. There is 2 paintings of a value which you can't quite ascertain. And then there are 4 unique items. There is an elixir of health,
Okay. Okay.
a um, check here. 5. A bird feather token.
Okay.
Oil of etherealness, and then potion of stone giant strength.
Okay. So, including gems as a possible like division, that's basically 66 gold each. By basically, it's exactly. Though some of that is in gemstones. It's a very interesting moment when you see Havoc like collecting all of the money. You see as like he parses through it, very quickly 4 even piles develop. As someone who doesn't understand math, but understands value by shape. And it's just like, well, guys, I found a bunch of money. Yeah,
For everybody.
I was worried that we weren't going to be able to afford potions beforehand. Honestly, we could have just came here to kill this lady just for her stuff.
I'm surprised people haven't taken her stuff before now.
I'm sure they do.
Oh, you do look around in the snow. There are several like corpses that look to be more recent. Some look to be older. This is definitely people come here. A lot of people die coming here, and then their stuff becomes part of her horde. It's a cycle where people come, she kills them, they kill her.
Bunch of weak people show up until eventually somebody super cool and awesome and strong and amazing and cool
And good at fighting.
and good
And
at
definitely
fighting.
half the party didn't get dropped in the first fucking second.
That's besides the point.
You guys almost did.
Besides the point.
Half the party was dropped in the first second. And if it wasn't for earmuffs...
Yeah. So I will say, if it wasn't for the fact that she was interested in Wave and Wave had a double soul, technically Wave would have just died first turn of combat because the Will-O-Wisp, if you're at 0 hit points and it uses that one feature, it just kills you. But it was trying to like its whole thing was it was trying to suck out that other soul.
Yeah.
Not focusing on killing you.
Because it didn't want Wave dead. It just wanted the guy inside out. Yeah. Just as a fun fact. So yeah, for normal people, normal encounter, that would suck. Really bad.
Also, I feel like normal people might have just cast silence on the Banshee from the start. Instead of announcing that we were going to attack her. No.
Yeah, well, we tried.
You tried to be cordial.
Tried until the very end.
We tried to be cordial, and then she was like, "Hey, I want your body," and I went,
no.
Let's not give our friend's body to the Banshee."
Yeah, he doesn't swing that way.
But we got a feather token.
Yep, a bird.
Mm.
I'm a bird.
Bird. Ocean of Stone Giant.
Strength, yep. And then oil of etherealness.
And then
elixir of health.
Oh yeah, elixir of health.
Yeah,
and 2 paintings.
Oh yeah.
As you sit here, and kind of wander within the cave, you hear the storm outside kind of begin to grow as the wind begins blowing harder. Might be a few hours before things die down, and traveling back to the city is a smart move. But there is relative comfort and sanctuary within this lair.
Just mind the dead bodies.
Yeah, it's fine.
Wave, you kind of sit there, and as you're kind of thinking to yourself, that's the closest to death you've ever come. And in that connection with death, you almost feel like that thing inside you that you only recently knew was there seems closer than before. As you guys are sitting and kind of giving out the loot, and Juniper's kind of looking through like the paintings, trying to learn more about them, curiosity spiking. Wave, you are just left with this, just that feeling of just like something's different than it was before.
Yeah, Wave will kind of like slump down, like kind of sit, rest his back against the wall, in a mixture of like mental, spiritual, and physical fatigue. And kind of like just curl his knees up into his chest a little bit and just pondering.
And as you sit there and ponder, the rest of you sit there and rest. And as the snow eventually stops storming as much, and you are able to take a bit of a short rest before heading back to the city, that is where we're going to call the end of today's session.
Woo!
Wow, 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 wow.
What is that? Okay.
Wow, wee wow.
Yeah, oh my, Juniper got so many crits. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
Juniper got all the luck this session.
Yeah.
Juniper was like when Yuji was hitting black flashes like back to
Over
back.
and over, yeah.
Speaking of which, I was so disappointed when I realized that there's like a 3-week break between the first part of season 2 and the second part. I was like, a few weeks ago, I was like, oh, I can't wait to, or no, it was last week. I was like, oh, I've been behind on Jujutsu Kaisen. There should be 2 episodes out by now.
Like,
and I
nope.
checked and there were none. And I was like, dang it.
Sad.
Yeah, it was distraught.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. I think we're going to try to do a Baldur's Gate 3 stream. I don't know.
I'll definitely hang out for the stream, but until it becomes crossplay, I will not be able to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know when we're thinking of doing that, but it's gonna happen.
It mostly relies on Josh getting his PC updated.
Yeah.
Well, the piece is allegedly coming in today.
And then you have to build the computer.
Yeah.
That should take you an afternoon. You should be fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
So, from what I'm hearing is, since we're relying on shipping, 2 to 3 weeks.
No, it's in town. It's
Let me
in
check
town.
that. Let me check that FedEx
right
detailed track.
It could have been delivered to your house mid-session.
Yeah, it was delivered 40 minutes ago.
That's crazy. Exactly.
Nice.
Well, then Baldur's Gate 3 very soon.
Very soon. Not next weekend. I'm going to be at a wedding.
Fair.
But maybe we can find a weekday to do something.
Yeah.
We'll put out like a announcement about it. But thank you so much for joining us. Next week we'll see about making the potion, and then maybe you guys fight the Valkyrie.
Valkyrie time.
We'll see.
I'm
There's
scared.
There's gonna be a parallel of Wave walking in and immediately like dropping to 0.
Yeah, except it won't be because of failing an effect that just says you're at 0 now. The Valkyrie is going to walk up to you, say, "Oh, you have resistance to my damage? I don't care.
Rachel.
Wave's gonna walk up like, you can't hurt me as much, and she's gonna go, cool.
Mhm. Oh, you have like doubled HP. Cool.
Valkyrie keeping that pimp hand strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, holy crap. But yeah, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.